about baseball, we get to play every night, so it's not like you have to sit on those performances for a week like you might in the NFL or something like that. So you get to play every night, and you get a chance to, just pick yourself up on a nightly basis, and hopefully we can do that tonight.
You got Tyrell Harris tonight, and he's kind of looking to get on track. I know last time one of the great things he did was limit the damage, but he did get into trouble with walks. And what was it there at Long Island that had him a little bit off command-wise?
I think with Tyrell, it's always emotional. He gets very excited, he gets amped up, and he's super competitive. And I think his emotions sometimes get the better of him when he's out there. And when you get real emotional out there, it's hard to control your mechanics and things like that. We've talked about that before. So you just kind of have to be just calm and relaxed and just go about your business. That's really all you can do. Try to make the best pitch you can make all the time, and then it's up to the hitter to see how they respond to it. You try to make your best pitch, and then it's up to them to see what they can do with it. So hopefully tonight Tyrell will go out there and just be a little more level. I don't want to say like subdued, because we don't want that. We just want it to be a little calmer and a little more in control. And I think if he does that, he'll be fine.
All right, Mace, thanks a lot. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
All right, Revs manager Mark Mason on the Broadway Transmission Managers Report. Starting lineups tonight are brought to you by Flying Feet. And for New Britain, who had 15 hits on Sunday, 18 last night, and they're now hitting over 300 their last 10 games after being around 240, even below that for much of the early part of the season. It'll be James Skelton doing the catching and leading things off. Mike Krause in center field hit second. Jovan Rosa, who has continued to play in every game in B's history at third base, will hit third. Craig Maddox is the DH and hitting cleanup. Connor Bierfeld in left field bats fifth. John Griffin, the first baseman, is hitting sixth. Yusuke Kanjimoto, second baseman, bats seventh. Jamar Walton in right field will hit eighth. And Steve Carrillo at shortstop bats ninth. Again, it's Skelton, Krause, Rosa, Maddox, Bierfeld, Griffin, Kanjimoto, Walton, and Carrillo for the Bees. And while they have not hit for a high average or a lot of runs scored until the last two nights, they are tied for third in the league in home runs with 32, but oddly, last night when they scored 10, it was the end of an 8-game streak in which they had gone deep. They did not homer last night, but 18 hits certainly got it done. For the York Revolution here tonight, they had hit 321 their previous 5 games, but limited to just the 3 hits last evening. Jose Constanza will DH and lead things off. Ryan Dent at shortstop is hitting in the 2-hole again. Angel Franco will fill the third spot. He's at second base. Isaiah Tejeda catches and hits cleanup for them here tonight. Michael Burgess at first base will bat fifth. Travis Witherspoon in center is hitting sixth. Then Derek Robinson gets the start in left. He'll bat seventh. Brian Pounds, third baseman, hitting eighth. And Jared Mitchell in right field will bat ninth. Again, it's Constanza, Dent, Franco, Tejeda, Burgess, Witherspoon, Robinson, Pounds, and Mitchell, with Luis Cruz, Joel Guzman, and Carlos Triunfel all available below the line, as they say, here tonight as well. Umpires tonight, Brian DeBrouwer will have the balls and strikes. Bill Reuter at first base, and David Shirk is the umpire at third. A cloudy evening, but very pleasant temperature-wise, 71 degrees, no wind, and Tyrell Harris making his way in from the Revs bullpen as he will make his 5th start and 8th appearance here tonight. He faced the Bees once at New Britain, and that was in relief. 1 inning, 2 runs. The Revs have not seen the Bees since the opening series, and after winning on opening night, last night was their 3rd straight loss to New Britain. They had dropped the final 2 up there, and then last night a tough one here at Peoples Bank Park, but looking to rebound tonight. We did have an early game in the Atlantic League today on our York Mitsubishi out-of-town scoreboard, and Boy, Somerset not bothered by the travel. They played a marathon at Sugar Land last night, winning 10-8 to end their 5-game losing streak. And then today they win the day game of a day-night doubleheader at Sugar Land. They are only there for 2 days. They'll play 3 games in 2 days, which is pretty tough. That go all that way and only play 2 games, but they win the day game today 6-3. So they've taken the first 2 in that series, and we'll play another one tonight. The Skeeters now a game and a half back in the division with another game tonight, and Lancaster is at Southern Maryland tonight. Blue Crabs won last night 11-2 as Lancaster has dropped back-to-back games and Southern Maryland within 4. Revs still 6 games back, trying to make up some ground. And Long Island and Bridgeport did not play last night, but will start a series tonight at Harbor Yard. And Bridgeport just 1 game back in the Liberty Division as we speak. Long Island just 3.5 back after sweeping Somerset over the weekend. Well, Matt, the intro video queued up, and the Revs looking to bounce back here tonight and get things going here at home as well. That would be certainly helpful with all these home games coming up.
Yeah, no doubt about it. The 10-game home stand, like we mentioned, the longest of the season. 1 game in now, and, you know, I think it would be really big for this team if Tyrell Harris can get going. We've seen a lot of flux in the starting rotation this year with Chris Cody going down, and Logan Williamson missed that start, and Harris has jumped into the rotation and had one really good start where he took that no-hitter into the 7th against Somerset, but aside from that, hasn't really found that consistency yet. So if he can take a big step forward and the Revs can solidify that starting rotation, I think that can be a big confidence boost for the entire squad.
Well, the Revs taking the field, and we'll have the start of tonight's game coming up. First pitch for game number 32 of the 2017 season. Game 2 out of 4 between the Revs and the New Britain Bees, and we'll get things started for you coming up next.
You hear a lot about CPAP masks these days, but here's something you don't hear much about. Over half of the people who wear a CPAP mask for sleep stop wearing it within a year. How's that working for you? Dr. Gordon Bell would like you to hear this. York Dental Sleep Therapy has dental options that can help many of those people. If you or someone you live with is struggling with sleep apnea, visit yorksleep.com and see how Dr. Gordon Bell can help return your home to peaceful nights of deep, restful sleep. If you're groggy during the workday, if you wake up feeling exhausted, if you would like to get your nighttime sleep patterns back to a healthy state, get a confirmation from your doctor, then meet with Dr. Bell at his office on West Market Street in Hallam. He'll evaluate your symptoms and discuss which treatments would best suit your situation. Dr. Bell can restore restful sleep and get you feeling better day and night. York Dental Sleep Therapy. Call 316-1299 or visit yorksleep.com to learn more.
Hey Revs fans, get points or great rewards just by supporting your team through the new Revolution Rewards program. Use the new York Revolution app to receive and earn points for ballpark food, store discounts, stadium tours, and more. Available through the Apple and Google Play stores, the York Revolution app also features team news and exclusive content, contests and promotions for Revolution prizes, online ticket purchases, live game streaming, and more. Download the York Revolution app today. Free stuff by supporting your team? That's Revs time.
This is the Dan Patrick Show.
Just like to say that y'all rock, man.
You can be bad, and as long as you're in on it, like you're sort of in on the joke in Philadelphia. Yeah, we're so bad, but hey, you get Ben Simmons, then maybe it's worth it. What if you don't get Ben Simmons? What if you have the 4th pick? What if you get the 3rd pick? What if you missed out on Ingram from Duke? You wanted to be bad to get good. You got bad and are still bad. Dan Patrick. Mornings at 9 on Sports Radio 1350 WOIK. Your teams all the time. Our only place for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
Well, Tyrell Harris going through his warm-ups on the game mound tonight. Harris coming off his first win of the year, 1-2, trying to shrink the ERA, 7.97 coming in tonight. 7 outings, 4 starts, 20 and a third innings, 26 hits. He has been hurt by the walks, tied for second in the league with 16 compared to 13 strikeouts, and opponents hitting .313 against him. Revs defense behind Harris tonight. It'll be Derek Robinson in left, Travis Witherspoon in center, Jared Mitchell in right. Infield from third to first, Pounds at third, Dent at short, Franco at second, Burgess at first, and Tejeda will do the catching. Now Tyrell throws his final warm-up, and James Skelton coming up for the Bees to lead things off here tonight. New Britain catcher who's hitting at .277 coming into the proceedings, leads the league in on-base percentage and walks. And he has been hot along with the team, hitting .360 over his last 7. Bees in the road grays tonight. The Revs wearing the football-style alternate whites with the white front-paneled hat, gold brim. And our Dasher Investment Services first pitch tonight. Interesting, Harris is going to go from the stretch right away. Here it is. And a fastball over for a strike to get us started. First pitch time at 6:38 on the stadium board. 71 degrees. On the pitch. And it missed outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Skelton some pop. He's got 5 home runs. On base percentage is .455. 5 more walks than any other player. 1-1 and just off away. Now a 2 ball, 1 strike count. Let's see, Brian DeBrouwer back there for the first time this season. And the base ump's the exact same from last night. It was the 2-1 and a missed up high. Now Harris behind. It was strange, his last start at Long Island, the 6 walks, they all were bunched. It was the 3-1 and a foul back against the netting. 2 in a row to begin the second, third, and fourth innings, but only one of those was allowed to score. And then in the 5th inning, he got the first 2 outs, but was hurt with 2 outs on a couple of hits. He deals, and a tapper foul over toward the right of home plate. And Skelton making him work right away. He's also got 6 steals, a threat to run once he reaches. Not your prototypical catcher. Harris ready with it. Another full count offering and a line drive to right field, and it's going to get down for a hit in front of Mitchell. So a leadoff single to start the night. Skelton forced Harris to throw 7 pitches in that initial at bat, and he's on base to begin things. We'll bring Mike Krause to the plate. Krause over the last 10 hitting .359. He is heated up overall now at .271. Also 5 home runs. 5th in the league in extra base hits with 14. 5 homers, 2 triples, 7 doubles. Harris the pitch, and a fastball right there for a strike. Krause is just 1 off the league lead in most strikeouts, so he is a strikeout victim a lot more than your typical 2-hole hitter. And a move to first, back standing is Skelton. We mentioned with those 6 steals, only caught once. The Bees are next to last in the league in steals with 18, and they don't try it often, only caught 6 times. It's the 0-1, and a swing and a miss. Good fastball to the outer half. Harris does have a lot of late life on his fastball. He's ready with it. Here's the 0-2. And a called third strike. Fastball inside corner. 89 on that one. And Kraus down looking, one away. One thing, he's got good stuff, but coaching staff just wants him to be a little more cerebral, a little more of that poker face, if you will. Does tend to get pretty intense and emotional out there. Here's Jovan Rosa, throw over to first, and Skelton back standing. It looked to me like the start at Somerset, where he had his best results, was where he was just hitting the glove, not letting anything bother him. He fires and missed it inside on Rosa. Got a 5-game hitting streak coming in, 9 for 20, hitting .450 in those 5. Overall, he's at .276 with 2 home runs. Harris, the 1-0, and a swing and a miss. Good fastball away. Rosa with multiple RBIs in 3 straight. He drove in 3 last night in a 3 for 5 night. He's tied for second in the league in doubles with 11. Here's the stretch, and the 1-1. Fastball missed up. One on, one out here in the top of the first. Now the 2-1, and a curveball and a beauty. Comes back for a strike at 69. Big movement on that.
A really good pitch on the inside corner, too. That's often not the spot you go with a pitch that breaks quite that much, but he starts it at the front shoulder, and it breaks all the way down inside on the knees.
2-2, and a ground ball to short. To his right is Dent, tosses to second. Franco turns it. 6-4-3 double play. And Harris through the first inning in order by way of the twin killing. No runs, 1 hit, and nobody left. We've played a half inning. It's the Bees nothing, and the Revs coming up.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
This is the Dan Patrick Show.
Just like to say that y'all rock, man.
Is Tom Brady now suspended? The Associated Press says appeals court rules Patriots quarterback Tom Brady must serve 4-game deflating. Fritzy, call for Tom Brady. All right. And if not, Giuseppe. And then Robert Kraft. He's got 4 months here. What can he do in 4 months here with an appeal? Basically, doesn't basically what we were last year. Yeah. Dan Patrick.
Mornings at 9 on Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
Are you one of the many people that has a 401k that is eligible to roll over, but you just haven't done it yet? Maybe you're not sure where is the best place to put it. I'm Tom Dasher of Tom Dasher Investment Services. I specialize in helping you getting your 401k and IRA money parked in the best place for you. So if you haven't rolled your 401k yet, or if you're not satisfied with your IRA, call me for a consultation at 487-2096. That's 487-2096. And check out my website at tomdasher.com.
All about local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
Revs come to bat in the first inning against New Britain right-hander Eric Fornatero. 0-2 with a 7.17 ERA in 5 starts. 21 and a third innings, 28 hits. He has struggled. Opponents hitting .315. Has not allowed a home run. 9 walks, 10 strikeouts. And Jose Constanza will lead things off against him. Constanza DHing tonight, hitting at .253. Had a 5-game hitting streak snapped last night. Dent and Franco to bat here in the first inning as well. Revs come in tonight 2 wins away from 700 all time. Rosa in on the grass at third. First pitch fastball is over for a strike. Fornatero also from the stretch deals, and he misses low. His last time out suffered the loss against Bridgeport, 3 innings, 5 runs. Season high in runs allowed is 5 twice. Pitch is right down the chute, called strike, 1-2. Constanza taking a couple here early. Fornatero, 6'2" righty, and holds the hands high, comes home, and a breaking ball missed away. It's the 6th round pick of the Cardinals in 08, and eventually made it to the majors with them, 8 games in 2014. Now ready, he fires, and a ground ball the other way, and foul along the line at third. And Constanza working it to the other side, 2-2 it remains. Fornatero, born in Houston, now lives in Miami. Actually graduated from high school, though, in Virginia. Another 2-2, and a missed up high. Constanza lays off. In the majors, Fornatero pitched in relief, a 4.66 ERA, no decisions for the Cardinals. Now ready, the 3-2, swinging a liner at short hop, backhand pick Carrillo, and the throw to first is in time. Oh, Constanza hits it the way that he likes to, but that one at Carrillo, he made a nice pick on the short hop.
Well, it was the opposite way, as you were alluding to, but it didn't seem to be a full swing from Constanza. I don't know if he was out in front and tried to slow his bat down, or if it was almost a check swing, but it didn't really seem like he finished on that hack.
Now with one down, here's Ryan Dent. Dent, a 5-game hitting streak, ended last night as well. And first pitch misses down low. He's hitting at 247. No home runs, 3 ribbies. Good contact from him here of late. They're trying to get him to drive it a little bit more. The 1-0, and that's in the dirt, bouncing up there. Fornatero with New Britain last year pitched in relief, but using him as a starter this season. Last year, 35 games, 1-5 with a 4.50 ERA. Now the 2-0, and a bouncer foul a little bit early, third base side. He was signed by New Britain before last season, but then the Orioles picked him up. Began the year at Double-A New Britain, or at Double-A Bowie, I should say, then back to New Britain. 10 outings in Bowie, 2-1, but ERA over 8. The 2-1, and it's a little high. So Dent works it in his favor. The previous year, Fornatero was in the Mexican League and at AAA with the Nationals, and all with the Cardinals before that. He deals, and a called strike away. Dent starting toward first. He'll have to back up and work with a full count. So both hitters working at full against Fornatero early. And the pitch just missed high under the arms of Dent, and he'll jog down to first, the Revs' first base runner of the night. A 1-out walk. Angel Franco to the plate.
Same way last night started. 1-out walk to Ryan Dent. Let's hope things take a turn in this one.
He's done a nice job behind Constanza in the 2 spot. But things did go south quickly last night. First pitch to Franco is in tight. Angel hitting at 293. A home run, 10 driven in. Last night snapped a 6-game hitting streak for him, in which he was 10 for 24 the pitch, and that's down and in. It's a hill of a hitter's count to work with. Batted .417 on that streak. Our Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care home run contest tonight, Jason LaChapelle is our contestant. Jason, good luck. Revs go yard, you win. 2-0, and it's over for a strike, taking all the way. Now Fornatero with full counts to the first two. 2-0 on the third hitter. Revs getting into some deep counts against him early. And there goes Dent. Pitch is a strike, and Skelton can't get a throw off. Great jump. Dent slides in with no throw. It's his second steal. And the Revs with a runner at scoring position here with one out. Franco took it to let him steal, and he'll now operate 2-2. There's the stretch from the righty. And a look back at second, comes home, and a breaking ball slapped to short. Dent breaks for third, throw there, and the tag is in time. Carrillo saw him break. Dent gambled on the chopper, but unable to leg it out, and Rosa swept the tag across on him. So Franco at first on the fielder's choice with 2 away.
Your catcher, number 16, Isaiah Tejeda.
Bring up Isaiah Tejeda. Enters play tonight, 6th in the league in hitting, .327. And the Revs going in reverse on the bases there. The out at third, and now Franco on at first base with 2 down. Fornatero's 19th pitch of the inning will have to wait. He throws over to first on Franco. No score here in the first inning. And the first one to Tejeda is inside, slider that made him jump back. Tejeda had one of the 3 hits last night. Been driving the ball very well. Number 1-0. Breaking ball, he chops it off the plate, he's going to dig. Rosa coming in, got a clean hop, and on the run, time to throw it to first. And that'll end the inning. Rosa in toward the mound, able to get the clean bounce on that, and throws out Tejeda. No runs, no hits, and 1 left. We've played an inning here tonight, no score.
Runners know the challenge. It's not the uncompromising weather. It's not the pounding repetition. It's not knowing how to dig deep as you start the climb of that last hill. For runners, the challenge is the discipline to keep running. Flying feet. Casual runners, amateur runners, hardcore runners, no matter what level runner you are, Flying Feet Sports Shoes is with you every step of the way. Flying Feet has become the leader in athletic footwear and properly fitting the feet of runners throughout Central PA. Flying Feet has become the leader in athletic footwear, properly fitting the feet of runners throughout Central PA. And that holds true whether you're training or racing on roads, tracks, or trails. For those searching for that discipline, Flying Feet provides the latest shoe innovations, the accessories and equipment, and the inspiration to keep on running. Greg Baum and his staff have the knowledge and the true understanding of what running is all about. As one local runner put it, Flying Feet is family, and all runners are welcome. Flying Feet. Flying Feet Sports Shoes, 1511 Melrose Avenue, York, just off exit 18 of I-83.
This is the Rich Eisen Show.
The Hammer, Hank Goldberg. How is Don Shula? Can you tell me anything about him?
Coach Schuler came home from the hospital. He's had 2 separate stays in the hospital. He looked a little tired, and Mike said they had changed his medication, and that's why. But he's home now, and I believe he's doing better.
The Rich Eisen Show. Weekdays at noon on Sports Radio 1350 WOIK. For local sports on your smartphone, search WOIK at the App Store.
Head of the second inning, no score. And Craig Maddox, the New Britain player coach and DH will lead things off. Maddox hitting at .237, but in the midst of a 6-game hitting streak. Couple of home runs, 15 driven in. And Harris out of the stretch tonight. First offering, he swings and pops it up. Pounds at third, across the line, under it in foul territory, waiting, and puts it away. It's a 1-pitch out. We'll pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Revolution Radio.
First in York, first in sports. Your only local sports station. The new Sports Radio 1350, WOYK, York, Pennsylvania.
One down. Here's Connor Bierfeld digging in for New Britain. Friendly chat with Tejeda as he approaches the batter's box. He's been a tough out. He is the K-man tonight, hitting .287, 7 home runs, 17 knocked in. And Harris, the pitch to him, missed inside. Bierfeld, 4th in the league in total bases and extra base hits, 3rd in slugging. He's been awfully tough against York. 1-0, fastball, it's over for a strike. Had a 2-home run game in the second game of the year. Last night, a homer shy of the cycle. If he could have rolled one of those over from April. Here's the 1-1, and it's right on the black. A called strike 2. Bierfeld against York, 7 for 16 with 2 homers, 2 doubles, and a triple. Harris ready. Here's the 1-2. And a curveball in the dirt. Tejeda smothers it. That big arcing hook from Harris again. Picking his spots to show it early. 69 miles an hour and has a wide break to it. Has his sign and pitch to Bierfeld. It is a called third strike. Fastball outside corner. And Tyrell makes some friends, serving up the Moz sticks tonight. We've got our rudders catering up here in the booth, and now the fans can have theirs as well.
Well, with 2 strikes, he came back with the fastball on the outside corner after that big hook, and I think he really fooled Bierfeld there. Nice setup pitch on the big bender.
Second strikeout, both looking. Here's John Griffin. He thought about swinging, tried to check, and the plate ump to Brower said he went on a fastball a little bit up. It's 0-1. Griffin, who's 6'6", and he's got a slightly higher strike zone anyway. Hitting at .250 with 2 long balls. Pitch is swung on, fouled back upstairs. That'll bounce down into the front section. It's no balls and 2 strikes. Griffin, the last 9 games, hitting just a .94. He's trying to join his boys by heating up himself. It's the 0-2, and a curveball got him. Swing and a miss. Harris breaks off the snapper again, his 3rd K here in the first 2 innings, and works a 1-2-3. We go to the bottom of the second, no score.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sports Radio 1350 is your home for local and national sports. The Big Sports Talker also has you covered with news throughout the day. Catch statewide updates on news and sports from Radio PA. Stock reports with Your Money Now, mornings and afternoons. And national news updates every hour from Westwood One. Stay up to date while getting your sports fix all day. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Hear that? It's the sound of summer. Sound nice? Call Kona Ice. We do it all. Schools, sporting events, parties, both corporate and birthday. You name it, we'll be there. We bring the party to you. If you need a little bit of fun in your life, we're the shaved ice truck for you. Oh, and we fundraise too. This summer, cool down with Kona Ice. Give us a call at 1-800-KONA-ICE or visit us online at www.kona-ice.com. Kona Ice. Flavor our world.
Your teams all the time. It's only place for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
No score, bottom of the second. Rebs with Michael Burgess, Travis Witherspoon, Derek Robinson due up. A walk against Fornatero in the first, but that was it. He induced the lead out on the fielder's choice, helping him through the inning. Burgess in there hitting at 271. And the first offering of the inning is down and in. Teams continue to try to pound him in near his feet. Had one of the 3 hits last night. It's 3 homers, 15 ribbies. Fornatero comes home, and that's down and in. Has a really high set, almost up in front of his face. Now the 2-0. And a swing, a line drive deep to right field, and this one's gone off the fence in right. A no-doubter for Michael Burgess. His 4th home run of the year, and the Rebs out on top early tonight, 1-0. A line shot to right, and it had backspin, and he knew it. And he was able to stand there for a moment and watch it take off.
Well, you can see why teams are pitching him down and in, because he finally got one out over the plate, and he did not miss it.
Line drive like it was still going up, and it deflected off the inside of the outermost tent toward Cannonball Charlie. Here's Witherspoon, and he takes a fastball strike. So a 1-0 lead. Burgess with his 4th. The first that Fornatero's given up. Here's the 0-1. And a curveball lined up the middle and a base hit. Witherspoon stays on it, stays short to it, and pounds it up the middle. A single following the 4-base hit. Rebs fans didn't get to see it last night, but a lot of these guys have been swinging the bat better, and Witherspoon is right at the top of that list. Here's Derek Robinson. His average up to 255. Went 5 for 13 in the series at Sugar Land. Couple doubles, drove in 4. And a move to first. Witherspoon dives back. Have a winner on our Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care home run contest tonight. And you can probably hear him from all the way down the first base side, Jason LaChapelle. Here's Robinson showing a bunt, and Fornatero misses up high. Hey, Jason, congratulations. You can stop by the Apple Chevrolet ticket office at your convenience. You enjoy that prize pack. Here's the stretch, 1-0. Shows bunt again, takes a strike. Drawing Rosa in at third. Now we'll work with a 1-1 count. There's the stretch from the right-hander. Rosa even with the edge of the grass. Pitch is swung, grounded toward the middle. Diving knockdown, Kajimoto. He flips to short, and they do get one. Witherspoon sliding on Carrillo, who's trying to argue that Witherspoon tripped him up. He's pointing at the dirt, arguing that that should cause an out at first base as well, but Witherspoon was able to reach second, and Carrillo didn't appear to be too happy. Stan Clyburn's going to come out. I think Rosa came over from third. At first I thought maybe to calm Carrillo down, but I don't know. Clyburn is going to argue this, or at least get the explanation of what Bill Reuter saw. But I thought he was able to reach the base and put forth a good slide to make sure he broke up that double play.
Well, I think the thing that made the play a little bit unique is the fact that Kajimoto, the second baseman, bobbled that ball for a second, so it made the slide late because the ball got there late.
Well, in previous years, it would have never even been discussed, but rules a little bit different now. And Carrillo didn't care for being taken out there, but they weren't going to turn two on Robinson anyway. And Witherspoon just finishing a good slide to the outside of the bag, but again, he was still able to reach it all the way, so nothing further comes of that. Clyburn got his explanation. Robinson on the fielder's choice with one out, and here's Brian Pounds. He's hitting at .220, 3 homers, 14 driven in, and time asked for by Skelton, the catcher. Pounds a night off last night. Dent was at third, but tonight Brian back in, and Dent's at short. Trienfeld rested. Pitch to Pounds is over at the knees, a strike. Grabs a 1-0 lead on the Michael Burgess home run. It's his second of the week. Fornatero sets. 0-1 pitch, and a curveball bends back for a called strike. 0-2. Pounds a pretty good BP today. Put several over the arch nemesis. Here's the 0-2. And a liner the other way, down the line, but it's going to slice foul. Pounds with a bullet to right, but foul down the line, into the corner, just missed. Good piece of hitting, though, and a pitch away. And one thing, Matt, we try to get down to the cage and CBP. The thing that amazes me is how quick these guys are with their hands. Pitches in, and when they start their swing, it's like, oh, that might jam them, but they're so quick and put it out over the big wall. Runner goes, Pounds swings here and skies it foul. This will find the stands on the first base side.
Good to see Pounds going the opposite way, even though it was a foul ball, Dale, because you talk about BP again, and at this level, most guys can hit it hard to the pull side, especially in batting practice, but it's really the time where you can work to the opposite field, try to watch that pitch get deep, and Pounds did that there. Hard hit, just fouled down the right field line.
Fornatero set again. And another 0-2. Robinson runs. Curveball just inside. Skelton's throw way late. And Robinson dives in. That throw one-hopping and over toward the shortstop side. Kajimoto had to come off to take it. Robinson with his 5th steal. And he's in scoring position for Pounds. Mentioned with Pounds back in tonight, Trienfeld the night off. He's currently coaching at first base. Robinson the lead from second. 1-2, and a rip at third, right to Rosa. Throw to second, and Kaji wasn't even on the bag. Robinson able to scamper back. But Pounds with a couple of hard hit balls during that at bat. One was foul, this one at third, right into the glove of Rosa. But if he continues to make contact like that, good things will happen. At 2 down, here's Jared Mitchell. Trying to get Robinson home and add to the lead. 1-0 here in the second. The Revs making good contact this inning. Mitchell hitting .171, 1 homer for First pitch is a fastball, inner half, a called strike. 89 on the gun from Fornatero. Front of that uniform for Robinson, all dirty. Tried to steal earlier in that at bat and a foul ball, and then went right away in the next opportunity. Rebs with steals in each of the first 2 innings. Pitch to Mitchell is in tight. Fastball at 91 that missed. He eyes up to defense as he digs back in. 1 ball, 1 strike, and Fornatero will step off. Ready, check back, the 1-1, and that's down and in. Robinson now 5 for 11 in steals, but he really should be 5 for 9. Sugar Land counted a couple of caught stealings on pickoffs this weekend. They really struggle with the box scores sometimes. The 2-1, and a breaking ball that tumbles in for a strike, 2-2. Mitchell, a patient at bat. Fornatero now approaching 40 pitches here these first 2 innings. He's ready. Here's the 2-2. And a little nubber toward the third base line. Mitchell's going to dig. Skelton has to hold it. Uh-oh. Robinson overran 30 dives back. Skelton from about 60 feet away, gunning it to Rosa at third, but Robinson able to dive back. He rounded it just in case, but didn't go too far. And it's a swinging bunt hit for Mitchell. The Rebs with first and third for Constanza. It's their 3rd hit of the inning.
Had equals last night.
Yeah. That was one we were hoping to equal early in tonight's game. So that's good news. It's Constanza, who maybe didn't get a full swing on it in the first, but hit it fairly sharply at short on a short hop ground out. First pitch here is down low. If he pulls one, ton of room on the right side. Kajimoto shaded toward the middle with the way that Constanza typically hits it, and they're holding Mitchell at first. Here's the 1-0. Mitchell runs, and it's taken at the knees for a strike. It's a steal for Mitchell, his second, and Constanza taking all the way to let him move up.
And I was just about to say, the way Kajimoto was playing over there at second base, I was wondering if he was going to take the bag on a stolen base. Usually with a lefty up, it's the shortstop, but the way Constanza hits it to the opposite field, it makes sense that Kajimoto was indeed the guy covering.
The Revs with their 2nd steal of the inning, 3rd of the game, and a chance at 2 here on a hit. Pitch is chopped high off the dirt toward first and foul, and it'll be a ball and 2 strikes. Revs a 1-0 lead on the Burgess home run, and a base hit could make it 3-0. With the speed that's out there. Robinson at third, Mitchell at second. Revs have been trying and sputtering and trying to get that running game going. The 1-2, swinging a foul tip, snuck through Skelton. That pitch down and unable to make the squeeze on it, so Constanza stays alive. Skelton still looking back there. I don't know if he's disappointed he didn't hold on to it or forgot a piece of him, but Constanza hangs in there. Now 43 pitches already for Fornatero. And ready again. Another 1-2. And a backdoor cutter just missed. What an eye from Constanza. It's 2-2. Time asked for at the plate. It appeared that was Skelton, maybe rethought what they put down. And now we're set. Here's the 2-2. Swinging a line drive the other way and left. Bierfeld tracking, runs it down. Onto the warning track, heading toward the corner. And Constanza hits it hard the other way, but Bierfeld, full speed, runs it down and saves 2 runs. Revs will settle for the one on Burgess's homer, 3 hits in the inning, and they leave 2 in scoring position. We go to the third. It's York 1, New Britain nothing.
Take it from me, guys. You want to make life happier? Your wife wants a nicer lawn. The kind of lawn you see on Home and Gardens and Martha Stewart. Here's a hint. You're not alone. Call your pals at Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. They've got a way with lush lawns that the ladies like. And as you know, happy wifey, happy hubby. Winky face. Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. World-class care right in your backyard. 717-292-9994.
Come on, Colin Cowherd.
Steph Curry, one of unanimous MVP. And I do feel there's an anti-LeBron movement to some degree. And who votes on the MVP? Sports writers, often 5'8", 5'7", 5'9". They're small like Steph Curry. They relate to Steph. They don't like LeBron. LeBron's big and powerful.
This is The Herd with Colin Cowherd.
I'm blowing everything up. We're starting weekdays at 3 on Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
Can you sit up, little guy? There you go. What a big boy. Whoa. Every time he grabs my maple donut, it pulls him over to one side. But he keeps on grabbing at it. Whoop, there he goes again. Wait, let's see how this works. Here you go, little dude. Here's another maple donut. Can you grab it? Well, there you have it, folks. Charlie's right. A balanced baby needs a maple donut in each hand.
Maple donuts taste right.
York Sports on your mobile device or online at WOIK1350.com.
One nothing lead for the Revs as we start the third inning. It'll be Yusuke Kajimoto leading things off. And Tyrell Harris's first pitch of the inning, a fastball for a called strike. 7, 8, 9 in the order, and Kajimoto, who was not there at the beginning from Osaka, Japan with visa issues. It's his 9th game played tonight. Pitch here, a big swing and a foul tip off Tejeda. He's hitting .345 in his 8 games, has 2 home runs already. Hasn't been known as a power guy in the league. Sort of like Ichiro stepping up, working the ball around. 0-2. And a curveball backdoored him. He's rung up. Tyrell Harris, his 4th strikeout of the first 7 hitters that he's faced. He's struck out 4 of the last 6, in fact. And the big bender gets another one.
We heard Mace talk on the pregame about wanting Tyrell to have 1 or 2 pitches that he can just command. And that fastball curveball really seemed to be that for him tonight.
Here's Jamar Walton hitting .260. First pitch is in there, a changeup for a strike. Last season, Tyrell Harris ranked 2nd in team history in strikeouts per 9, 8.8 per 9 innings. Here's the 0-1, and up and in near Walton's hands. His season high was 11 against New Britain on July 17th of last year. A start that he flat dominated, and that was only in 6 innings. There's the 1-1, and a swing and a miss. Another changeup, getting Walton to reach. Harris, though, that day was denied the win. New Britain came back to force extras, and in 13 innings, the Revs would strike out 24. It's a record I don't know will ever be broken. This is the 1-2, and jammed him a foul back over the roof. So it had him looking at a couple of change-ups earlier in the at-bat, and then fastball at 89, a perfect spot in on the knuckles. Walton hitting .419 his last 9 games. And Harris the pitch in the dirt, another change-up. This time he wouldn't go after it. Walton 4 home runs. He's hit safely in 4 straight games. And their entire team got off to a slow start, but heating up. 2-2, and a liner to right center field and a base hit. Mitchell over in front of it. It's a 1-out single, and the Bees with their second hit. 1-0 York here in the third. Our broadcast tonight brought to you in part by Wolf's Bus Lines, the Pretzel Twist, Neighborhood Sure Save Markets, Turkey Hill Minute Marts, Etline Foods, and D's Nuts. I heard the Sugarland broadcast last night at home talking about D's Nuts.
Same ones?
Same exact ones. Here's Steve Carrillo, and a fastball over for a strike. And it might have been their first time talking about it because they were having a lot of fun with it. Kind of had all my fun on opening night. It's the 0-1, and a breaking ball down and away. But I do wonder, those tuning in for the first time, what they think. What did he just say?
It's all part of the marketing.
All part of the charm on this broadcast. We're full of that. It's the 1-1. Man, that missed inside, a fastball. Carrillo hitting .217, but against York, 7 for 18. Had a 2 for 4 game last night and picked up his 150th career RBI. Now the 2-1, and a fastball up high. Carrillo, the last 6, hitting .350. One on, one out. And Harris falling behind the 9th place hitter here. Now back home. Oh, high and tight. Carrillo has to duck. And it's a walk. First walk of the night. It follows the single in New Britain with 2 men on as we go back to the top of the order. James Skelton, the hitter. Harris trying to put up a 0 after the Revs scored the game's first run on the Burgess home run. Skelton singled to right his first time. And another hot hitter standing in. And Tyrell ready. First offering is on the outside corner, change up for a strike. He started throwing the change up to Walton, the lefty. It's really the first time we'd seen it, and now maybe the second time through. We'll see it some more. Seems to have good feel for it early. There's the 0-1. And a curveball, and that flutters back across. Called strike 2. He's had good feel for that since the first inning tonight. Could use another double play. Got one in the first. There's the 0-2. Fastball, strike 3 called. Inside corner at 90. And Tyrell Harris with his 5th strikeout of the night. 4 of them have been looking. 2 down here in the top of the third. And now he'll face Mike Krause with 2 on and 2 out. Trying to protect the early 1-0 Revs lead. He struck out Krause looking in the first. First pitch, fastball, didn't get the call away. And Harris tilting his head. It was close. seems to have good stuff tonight all across the board. Good jump on that fastball. Even the ones that are high 80s, seems like they have a little jump at the end, and now Tejeda will meet with him midway and have a quick chat on signs.
And this right here in this game is the difference between him having 2 pitches and him having 3 pitches. Once you bring that changeup into the mix, he's locating it well, especially getting that run down and away to lefties. Something else to think about. I think that's a big part of these 5 strikeouts.
Now ready to go with Tejeda. And the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. He went up high, and Kraus whiffs on it. 1-1. Kraus from Western Canada. The Blue Jays drafted him initially. There's the 1-1 and a breaking ball down low. But being from the other part of Canada, he was not a Toronto fan growing up. He actually rooted for the Yankees. Followed A-Rod and Jeter among others. Here's the 2-1, and a bouncing ball to short. Dent to his right, high hop, he gloves it, fires to second just in time. Ahead of Carrillo in the slide, trying to beat it. Inning-ending fielder's choice. Dent had to go away from second, and still able to get off the shorter throw to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, and 2 left. We go to the bottom half of the third, still a 1-0 Revs lead.
Having the gang over to watch the game? Keep them happy with great Best Jet products from your neighborhood Sure Save markets. Football fans, hockey fans, basketball fans, everyone's a fan of game day party planners with $18.93 deli items. Best Jet hot dogs go great with Best Jet kettle cooked chips. Or serve up a couple Best Jet rising crust pizzas with 12 packs of Best Jet soda. Throw the best game day party ever with Best Jet products. Shop Sobel's Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York, Wetzel's in Glenrock, and Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
At Life Path Christian Ministries, members of our community come to us in need of support systems. We serve the single mother with 3 kids who needs a place to stabilize, the teenager whose mom and dad are working 2 jobs and are not home at night, the young man who never found the right family to love and care for him as he was passed through the foster care system, the Iraq War veteran who was dishonorably discharged and still struggles to break free from alcohol. Although each of these situations is different, the common thread that runs within them is the unmet need. Through love and understanding, and with the support of people like you, Life Path Christian Ministries is able to meet those needs every day. For more information on how you too can make an impact, visit online at lifepathyork.org or give us a call at 717-845-7662. Again, that's 845-7662.
First in York, first in sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Revs a 1-0 lead. We go to the bottom half of the third. The Michael Burgess home run last inning, spotting them the early edge. Ryan Dent will lead things off. Walked and stole a base in the first inning. Be Dent, Franco, and Tejeda. The Revs unable to cash in on more last inning. First pitch is up. But Fornatero, 44 pitches through 2 innings. There's the 1-0. And that missed away. Revs threatening with 2 outs last inning, couple of steals, and Constanza belted one deep the other way, but Bierfeld ran it down. 2-0, and that's down and away. Skips off Skelton, and Dent with a 3-0 count to start the inning. Angel Franco makes a fan in the stands on deck, tossing that ball up. Now the 3-0. A high strike. Dent leaning toward first. Always wonder if the automatic comes into play there. Here's the 3-1. And he swings, fouls it away, right side. Rebs with a run on 3 hits. New Britain, no runs on 2 hits. Now the 3-2. And a line drive center field, slicing and misread by Kraus. It's down for a hit. And Ryan Dent with a bullet back up the middle. Leadoff single. And it might have been knuckling. It was certainly slicing at the end. And Kraus was kind of zigzagging, trying to figure it out, and it lands in front of him.
Like you said, that landed right at the feet of Kraus, who was tailing a little towards right center, but hit right at him, and I think he didn't realize how hard it was hit, thought no doubt it was going to land in front of him. He probably could have come in and caught it.
The Dent on both times. Here's Franco, and he swings and slaps a hit the other way. Through the left side of the infield, and it's first and second with nobody out. The Revs right back to work. And 2 men on with the meat of the order. Here Tejeda and Burgess, the next 2.
Now batting for the Revolution, your catcher, number 16, Isaiah
Franco wasting no time there. The Revs now with their 5th hit. And here's Tejeda, who bounced out to 3rd in the first. Revs unable to turn last inning's threat into more, but right back at it here in the 3rd. Tejeda in there. Here's the stretch. And the first offering. Breaking ball over for a strike. Mentioned how Tejeda's driven the ball here lately. A lot of backspin on his hits. Here's the 0-1. And a breaking ball missed outside. He hit one at Long Island last week that was just silly how quickly it got to the wall and left. He continued in Sugar Land, driving in runs. Had one of the 3 hits last night on a hard hit ball. And now Fornatero steps off. It's been a big month of May for him, and really consistently making good contact. 1-1 pitch, and a slider dives away. Dent at second, Franco at first, both with singles.
Now, obviously, you don't want to take the bat out of the hands of a really hot hitter, but not a bad time for a hit and run here. 2-1 with 2 aboard.
Good contact, hitter at the plate, good speed on base. Pitch, slider called strike. So Fornatero not giving him anything straight to hit here. Evens things up 2-2. Has to have confidence in that pitch to throw that on 2-1 with 2 men already aboard. Now the 2-2 and a ground ball to second. Could be 2. Kaji flips to short. Carrillo right across the bag. Plenty of time to turn it. 4-6-3, and that was a huge 2-1 slider that Fornatero threw for a strike. That gave him options on 2-2, and it looked like he went to it again. Dent goes to 3rd with 2 outs in the inning. They had just gotten bullpen activity here in the 3rd, and they will sit it down that quickly. Now here's Burgess with 2 outs. Runner at 3rd. First pitch, a swing and a liner the other way and left. Bierfeld backing up though, and he has to go into a jump but makes the grab. With his right foot landing on the warning track, he ends a 2nd straight inning, catching one deep in left. And Burgess lines out to left field, and the Revs are turned away here in the 3rd. No runs, 2 hits. They leave a runner at 3rd. We go to the 4th. Matt Present with the play-by-play. It's York 1, New Britain nothing. At Donegal, we understand there are many costs associated with running a business. That's why Donegal works with you to provide quality insurance products based on your business needs, and why we deliver that insurance at a price to fit your budget. Call your local independent Donegal agent today and discover why, when it comes to insurance for your business, Donegal is a better value. Contact Coatman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Coatman. Coatman Kunkel Insurance. Hey Revs fans, now's your chance to win big with the Revs and Shipley Energy. This season, during every home game at Peoples Bank Park, it's the all-new Shipley Energy Grand Slam inning. Each game, one inning will be designated, and one name will be selected as the contestant. If the Revs hit a Grand Slam that inning, you could win $5,000. To enter, stop by Fan Services and fill out your form, or enter via the York Revolution app or YorkRevolution.com. Sign up today and win big with the Revs and Shipley Energy this season.
What's more exhilarating than playing $100,000 Club with top prizes of $100,000? Winning. On the spot. Yeah! So if you can't wait to win, then don't wait to play $100,000 Club, the new scratch-off from the Pennsylvania Lottery, for a chance to win up to $100,000 on the spot. The Pennsylvania Lottery. Keep on scratching. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
Your county, your teams. Sports Radio 1350 WOIK. First in York, first in sports.
Javon Rosa to lead off the fourth. Harris ready to go. And the first pitch on the way. Fastball down and away. Ball one. 1-0, the Revs out in front. A Michael Burgess homer in the second. A big fly, line drive home run, deep to right. The difference in this one. And the 1-0 to Rosa on the way. This one a cutter, it looks like, on the inside edge, just missed. It's 2-0. Tyrell Harris threw 3 innings, a season-high 5 strikeouts. Working quickly in this at-bat, the 2-0 pitch to Rosa, swing and a miss. Change up there below the knees. Rosa chased. It's 2-1. Harris struck out 3 on 3 different occasions, 2 starts and 1 relief appearance, all the way up to 5 in this one. The 2-1 pitch on the way, and that's bounded foul over towards the on-deck circle where Craig Maddox is waiting to hit next. Count even now, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The third baseman, pitch on the way, breaking ball, swing and a miss, strike 3. There's number 6 for Tyrell Harris, a breaking ball up in the zone. Rosa was waiting for it to come down, and it just never did. One away in the fourth, that brings up Maddox. 0 for 1 popped out to Pounds in foul ground his first time up. Lefty against the righty. Harris, first pitch on the way. Fastball right down the middle, strike 1. Maddox 237 coming into play, has driven in 15. The 0-1 offering on the way, inside. Maddox started his swing, was tied up and able to hold back. Harris gets his sign from Tejeda. Pitch on the way. Breaking ball. This time it stays a little high. 2-1 the count. Mace talked in the opener about how he wants Harris to manage his emotions out there, and he stayed pretty level in this one. Much easier to do when you found success. And the 2-1 pitch on the way. Broken bat, blooper up the middle. Franco coming in, plays it on a hop, shuffles, throws, and not in time. I don't think he got the transfer cleanly. Had to take an extra step with his momentum coming towards the third base line, and Maddox out of that lefty batter's box had a head start down the line.
Yeah, and that transfer is what cost him. That is such a tough play coming up the middle, and you don't know what kind of hop you're going to get with all of that spin. So first you've got to be ready for that. Make sure you get the ball, and then try to get that transfer on the run at full speed. really tough play. He's still almost with the double clutch, almost got him.
Bierfeld in now. And a pitch from Harris. Fastball in there, strike one on the outer half. So Craig Maddox has now extended his hitting streak to 7 in a row. Just a little dink over the pitcher's mound, and Franco, a good effort, just couldn't quite get him. Now a breaking ball runs in, and that'll get Bierfeld on the front shoulder. He turned away from it. And now 2 on with 1 away for the Bees. We're back to Harrison managing those emotions. That's something that he talked to us about on Rev's Hot Stove Weekly when we announced his return, and something that he touched on is that coaching travel baseball in the off-season, teaching the game to kids, and watching from the sidelines has kind of helped him harness those emotions. Now trying to instill them on himself. 2 on for Griffin. Harris checks second and comes home, and the first pitch, fastball right there for strike one. Harris wants to ultimately become a head baseball coach when his playing career is over. Getting the start with the travel crew, and the 0-1 pitch on the way, inside fastball. Ball and a strike to Jonathan Griffin. Griffin struck out swinging to end the second. Part of a stretch of 3 strikeouts in a row for Harris. Again, he has 6 already. A 1-1 pitch on the way. Curveball just inside. Again, that 12-6 action, really good. Straight down over the inside edge. Just missed getting that one onto the black. The 2-1 home from Harris. Fastball down and away. 3-1 now. The count to Griffin. Griffin, the first baseman, comes in with an even .250 average. Couple of home runs, 11 driven in. Maddox at second, Bierfeld on at first. And the 3-1 offering on the way. Line drive to second, and over the glove of Franco. That'll get down and roll towards the gap. Coming around is Maddox. He will come in to score. Into second, standing with an RBI double, is Jonathan Griffin, as Burgess comes in to cut it in between the mound and home plate, keeping Bierfeld at third, and we're tied at 1. Just over the leather of Franco, and it ran a mile. Yusuke Kajimoto now the batter. Second and third Revs will bring the infield halfway. Harris kicks and fires, and a swing and a miss. Starts Kajimoto out with a curveball, and he gets ahead 0-1. Kajimoto, a strikeout victim his first time up. Pitch on the way, another curveball. This time he's out in front, lines it down the right field line. It's a fair ball. Coming around to score is Bierfeld. Griffin turning around third. He's going to come in to score. Kajimoto around second. Still digging it out is Mitchell. A stand-up triple for Yusuke Kajimoto, and it's a 3-1 lead for the Bees. It was not hit all that hard, but it got down the right field line and trickled all the way into the corner. We lost sight of Mitchell from our vantage point, and Yusuke with good speed wheeled all the way around to third. So back-to-back extra base hits, the first 2 of the evening. Back-to-back RBI hits. Revs infield now in with Walton up. The first pitch, fastball hit in the air, well, right field and deep. Back on it, Mitchell looking up, it's gone. A single, and then a double, and then a triple, and a home run. The Bees have hit for the cycle in the inning. And all of a sudden, it goes from a 1-0 lead in favor of the Revs to a 5-1 advantage for New Britain. Walton's 5th home run in the last 4 games. Here's Steve Carrillo. First pitch on the way, fastball hit well towards the gap in left center field. A long run for Witherspoon. He's not going to get it. It's going to bounce up on the LED board at the wall. Witherspoon fires it into the cutoff man. A stand-up double for Carrillo. 4 straight hits, 5 in the inning for New Britain. Tyrell Harris was cruising, had his 6th strikeout to begin the frame, and then all of a sudden, the Bees' bats caught fire. Back to the top of the order, here's Skelton, first pitch, fastball in the dirt, ball 1. Five run on 7 hits now for New Britain, 1 run on 5 hits for York. Time called as Skelton steps out. Skelton a .277 average, 5 home runs, 8 driven in. And the pitch on the way, and that's inside, ball 2. And again, a little surprised we haven't seen a mound visit yet, as Tyrell Harris seems to have lost his focus here after a really strong start. The 2-0 pitch to Skelton, swing and a miss. Fastball belt high, Skelton came up empty on 89 from Harris. It's 2-1. Skelton in the game, 1 for 2, a single to lead off the game and a strikeout in the 3rd. 2-1 pitch on the way, and that one down low to Hayda, staring the runner. Carrillo back to second. He got out pretty far in his secondary. Dent now will keep him a little closer, the shortstop with the lefty at the plate. 1 down, top of the 4th, and once again Skelton steps out. Three balls and a strike to Skelton. Pitch on the way. Fastball up and away, ball 4. 5 hits in the inning, a hit batsman, now a walk, 2 men on. And Luke Westfall starting to throw for the Revs in their right field bullpen as Tejeda comes out in front of home plate, will motion signs to the infield, and now Fletch will come out and spend a visit. I mean, Harris just seemed so locked in. 3 base runners through the first 3 innings. 1 erased on a double play, 6 strikeouts, and then all of a sudden, after the strikeout of Rosa to start the 4th, 5 hits, a hit batsman, and a walk. And now with Krause coming up, the Bees have batted around.
Now batting the Bees, center fielder number 10, Mike Krause.
Fletch back to the first base side dugout. Krause into the batter's box. Right hand hitting center fielder. Carrillo out there at second base. 5 runs in, 1 away. Harris winds and fires. Pitch on the ways, down and away, ball 1. Krause a strikeout and a fielder's choice in his 2 trips. High set from Harris. The pitch on the way. Popped him up, right field. Straight away, Mitchell now comes in a few steps. Back to second is Carrillo. Mitchell makes the catch, and Carrillo takes 2 steps and will stay put at second base. As Jared gets back in quickly, there's 2 away.
Now batting the Bees, third baseman number 35, Jogar Rosa.
So now Jovan Rosa will hit for the second time this inning. He struck out swinging to start off the frame. Carrillo still out there at second base. Now with 2 down. Pitch from Harris, breaking ball, swing and a miss. Carrillo at second, Skelton also out there at first. He walked. Burgess plays behind him. Spinning a look to second, no one there covering. Carrillo scampers back. Rosa in his 10th season, second with New Britain. Check of second, the pitch on the way, and that one bounces in, blocked down nicely by Tejeda. No advancement. Rosa split 2015 between Bridgeport and Southern Maryland. Came up in the Cubs system, but never made it higher than high A ball. One and one the count. Pitch on the way, swinging a foul tip into the glove of Tejeda. It's 1-2. Rosa, one of 2 players to play in every single game last year in the Atlantic League. Lentini of the Ducks, the other one. An all-star selection for Rosa. The 1-2 pitch on the way, breaking ball, fisted foul right side. Rosa led the team in home runs last year with 13, had 31 doubles, also a team lead. 155 hits in his 140 games played. Down in the count here, 1-2. The pitch from Harris, outside with the fastball, 88 on the gun, but Tejeda had to reach to the backhand to squeeze it. Five runs in, a 5-1 lead for the Bees. Rosa batting for the second time this inning. First and second, and time is called. Rosa back in there, riding his 5-game hitting streak, and the 2-2 pitch from Harris reached for and hit on the ground to short. Dent up with it, will go the short way to second. Franco waiting, and that will retire the side. But the Bees bat around in the inning and score 5. They had a 5-1 lead now, heading to the home half of the fourth on 1350 WOYK.
Need material handling equipment for your company's busy season? Mid-Atlantic Industrial Equipment offers a full line of rental equipment to keep you operating at maximum efficiency. Forklifts from 3,000 to 15,000 pound capacity, narrow aisle reach trucks and order pickers, electric pallet jacks, scissor lifts, and forklift clamp attachments. Daily, weekly, and monthly terms available. Call today at 888-383-LIFT. That's 888-383-5438. And check us out online at midatlanticindustrial.com.
At Life Path Christian Ministries, members of our community come to us in need of support systems. We serve the single mother with 3 kids who needs a place to stabilize, the teenager whose mom and dad are working 2 jobs and are not home at night, the young man who never found the right family to love and care for him as he was passed through the foster care system, the Iraq War veteran who was dishonorably discharged and still struggles to break free from alcohol. Although each of these situations is different, the common thread that runs within them is the unmet need. Through love and understanding, and with the support of people like you, Life Path Christian Ministries is able to meet those needs every day. For more information on how you too can make an impact, visit online at lifepathyork.org or give us a call at 717-845-7662. Again, that's 845-7662.
Follow York Sports on your Android. Search Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Five to 1, New Britain in front, a 5-run inning. They sent 10 men to the plate in the top of the fourth. Revs look to answer here in the bottom half. Travis Witherspoon, Derek Robinson, Brian Pounds due up. 6, 7, and 8 in the batting order.
Now batting for your Revolution, your center fielder, number 1, Travis Witherspoon.
Witherspoon, a line drive right back up the middle, his first time up. Fornatero stays on. Witherspoon in and ready. Pitch on the way, fastball, cold strike at the knees on the outside corner, a good spot. It's 0-1. Fornatero has gone as long as 5 1/3 this year. 3 innings his last time out, and the pitch on the way, a breaking ball outside, a ball and a strike to count. That last time out was against Bridgeport. 3 innings, he suffered the loss, gave up 5 runs all earned. The 1-1 pitch to Witherspoon, taken just outside, close pitch, 2-1 the count. In this one, Fornatero's given up 5 hits, a Burgess home run, the only run across. The 2-1 to Travis. Line drive over the leap of the second baseman, Kajimoto, into the gap in right center. That's going to roll to the wall. Witherspoon around second, digging for third. Kajimoto's relay throw on 2 hops. Witherspoon in safely with a leadoff triple. Travis Witherspoon starting to heat up at the plate. His first triple of the year. Second extra base hit of the ball game.
Derek Robinson.
Here's Derek Robinson, switch hitter batting left. First pitch in tight, ball 1. Fornatero, the first player ever signed by New Britain when they launched their franchise last year. The 1-0 pitch home, that's in tight again, ball 2. But then the Orioles signed him just a day later. So he did not appear for New Britain at the beginning of the season, but then after his time with AA Bowie came back, pitch on the way, bounced back up the middle, Carrillo ranging back of the bag. Witherspoon's gonna come home on the throw to first. 6-3 on the RBI putout. Revs with the second run of the game, and they cut the deficit to 3. A good job by Derek Robinson putting it in play, getting the run home. Now the base is empty for Brian Pounds with 1 away. Pounds lined out sharply to third, his first time up. Pitch on the way, and there's a breaking ball just missing outside, ball 1. So Fornatero came back with the Bees last year and didn't pitch well initially. They ended up cutting him and then brought him back one more time. The 1-ball pitch on the way, a breaking ball. This time it finds the zone. 1 ball and 1 strike. So when they brought him back to begin 2017, it was actually the 4th time they'd signed him. He kicks and fires, and a swing and a miss by Pounds up and out of the strike zone, and he chased 1 and 2. But he's come back as a starter. Trying to settle into that role, originally a bullpen arm. And out of the bullpen for the Bees, threw anywhere from 97 to 100 on the radar gun. The 1-2 on the way to Pounds, outside, low as well. Count now even at 2 and 2. As a starter, he's geared back a little bit, low 90s. Still works from the stretch from his bullpen days. The 2-2 pitch to Pounds. Got him looking, outside corner. Change up, it looked like from Fornatero, and Pounds just sat there and watched it.
Next up for the Revolution, your right fielder, number 10, Jared
First strikeout, second out of the inning. That brings up Jared Mitchell. Talking about the velo from Fornatero. He's thrown the fastest pitch ever recorded in Bees history. Pitch to Mitchell, and that's fouled off first base side. He was clocked at over 100 miles an hour down at Sugarland last year. Again, that coming in relief. 0-1 the count, the pitch to Mitchell. Grounded foul again, first base side. Jared just out in front of the first two offerings from Fornatero. Bullpen action now for the Bees. Down the left field line, Jason Jarvis, a right-hander, starting to get warm. 0-2, 2 down. A run home for York. The pitch to Mitchell, fastball reached for and grounded first base side, up with it. Griffin, the first baseman, the flip to Fornatero covering, and that will retire the side. But leadoff triple by Travis Witherspoon. He comes home on the RBI ground out from Derek Robinson. Revs chip away a little bit. It's a 5-2 game now on the Revs Baseball Network.
Did you know that Shipley Energy can take care of all your energy needs? From heating oil and propane to providing your home with electricity and natural gas. We also provide heating and air conditioning service and installation. All of your energy needs are under one roof at Shipley Energy. To learn more, visit ShipleyEnergy.com. Call 855-4SHIPLEY and don't forget to ask about our $100 rebate. Shipley Energy. Energy for life.
The puck drops here.
He shoots and scores!
Sports Radio 1350, your home for Hershey Bears hockey.
Christian Thomas, a highlight reel move!
And the Washington Capitals.
Rebound score!
Defending the Den and rocking the red all season. Catch the Bears and the Caps on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Dream big for less with a first mortgage or home equity loan from First Capital Federal Credit Union. Our competitive rates and terms make it so easy to purchase a new home or refinance your existing home. Either way, we've got you covered. Plus, our home equity loans with rates as low as 3.99% APR for 120 months give you the spending power you need for remodeling, education, you name it. For more information, visit us online at firstcapitalfcu.com. First Capital, putting you first. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing lender.
First Capital Federal Credit Union.
There's only one place for local high school sports. Sports Radio 1350.
Revs get a run back. It's 5-2. Craig Maddox will lead things off. First pitch swinging, fouls it off third base side and out of play. Tyrell Harris back out there after facing 10 last inning, allowing 5 runs. Try to bounce back here in the 5th. Pitch on the way to Maddox. Bounce back over Harris on the mound. Dent back of the bag at second. Fields and throws on to Burgess at first for out number 1. So that'll bring up Connor Bierfeld, the left fielder. Bierfeld, a strikeout in the second, was hit by a pitch and scored in the third. Righty against righty, one away here, top of the 5th. Harris ready, the pitch to Bierfeld. Fastball for a strike on the outside edge. Harris, a product of the University of Tennessee. Pitch on the way, swing and a miss, a breaking ball, and Bierfeld out in front. It's 0-2. Harris now in his 9th season, 5th in the Atlantic League, 3rd with York. Pitch on the way, swing and a miss, strike 3. 7th strikeout of the ball game for Tyrell Harris as he sets down Connor Bierfeld here in the 5th. Well, it's good to see him rebound after an inning ago when the wheels seem to come off. Give the coaching staff credit, sending him right back out there. 2 up and 2 down here to start the 5th, and here comes Jonathan Griffin, the first baseman. First pitch from Harris, fastball down and in, ball 1. Growing up, Tyrell's favorite player was Frank Thomas, and he wore 35 because of Frank Thomas and earned a nickname. Pitch on the way. Line drive towards the gap in right center field. Mitchell coming over, and he runs it down for the out. Jared Mitchell, a good jump on it. A hard hit ball the opposite way by Griffin, but Tyrell Harris gets the Bees 1-2-3. We head to the home half of the 5th. The Revs down by 3 on 1350 WOYK.
Hey, it's the good-looking genius at Broadway Transmission. You know what really grinds my gears? Perfectly good cars being thrown away just because the transmission went bad. My mind slips into overdrive when someone says,
I'll just get a new car before I spend that kind of money on a transmission.
what? According to Kelley Blue Book, the average price of a new car is $32,000. Now you're going to finance that, right? There's another $6,000 to $8,000. And if you drive it off the showroom floor, it loses 20% of its value immediately. Don't forget, you also have to pay sales tax, higher insurance rates, title and registration fees, and come up with $600, $700, $800 a month depending on your interest rates for 5 years. And remember, you will still have to pay for the upkeep of the car. Brakes, tires, wipers, fluids, etc. Stop! Trade your transmission, not your car.
Thanks, good-looking genius.
You're welcome, ma'am. Broadway Transmission. We'll get your shift together and save you all that dough. Visit us on the web at BroadwayTrans.com or stop in and see how it's done.
Hey Revs fans, get points or great rewards just by supporting your team through the new Revolution Rewards program. Use the new York Revolution app to receive and earn points for ballpark food, store discounts, stadium tours, and more. Available through the Apple and Google Play stores, the York Revolution app also features team news and exclusive content, contests and promotions for Revolution prizes, online ticket purchases, live game streaming, and more. Download the York Revolution app today. Free stuff by supporting your team? That's Revs time.
Hi, this is Dan Patrick. Join me weekday mornings at 9 on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Well, you have to like how the Revs have responded here tonight after a 5-run top of the 4th for New Britain. They get one back in the bottom half. Tyrell Harris then gets the Bees 1-2-3 in the top of the 5th. And the Revs look to continue to chip away here in the home half of the 5th. It's the top of the order coming up. Constanza, Dent, and Franco. Fornatero still on the first pitch to Constanza. Fastball for a strike on the inside corner. Third baseman Rosa in on the grass. He's been playing Constanza there the whole series. And the 0-1 pitch to Jose. Fastball sails up and away. Fornatero making his 6th start of the season. The 1-1 pitch on the way, and that's in sight. Fastball looked to have some extra giddy up on it. 2-1. In those 6 starts for Fornatero, 6 different teams faced, including today. And his next start will be against Southern Maryland, the only team he has not faced. The 2-1 upstairs to Constanza, 3-1 the count. So in the early goings of 2017, Fornatero is scouting the entire league. A 3-1 to Jose, up and in, ball 4. A leadoff walk to start the 5th. And that's just what you want out of your leadoff hitter. Second walk on the day for Fornatero. Dent walked back in the first. Here he is right now. He's been on base twice, singled in the 3rd. See if they have anything on. And the pitch up and in, that got him. Little late arm side run. Dent pulled his arms to his chest, took it on the backside of his front left arm. And now Stan Clyburn out of the third base side dugout, and we'll see if he decides to make a move. He does indeed take the ball for Fornatero. We told you Jason Jarvis was losing, and now he will come on to pitch here. Bottom of the fifth, 5-2, the Bees in front. We'll tell you more about the Maple Donuts pitching change when we come back on 1350 WOYK.
Facing a legal issue can be a frightening time. What's my course of action? How do I know who to call? Fortunately, the York County Bar Association makes it easy. Now, you only need to make one call to find the right lawyer for you. Call the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right lawyer with our Attorney Connection Lawyer Referral Service. Just call 854-8755 or visit yorkbar.com. Don't hesitate in getting the help you need. Contact the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right attorney at the right time.
At Life Path Christian Ministries, members of our community come to us in need of support systems. We serve the single mother with 3 kids who needs a place to stabilize, the teenager whose mom and dad are working 2 jobs and are not home at night, the young man who never found the right family to love and care for him as he was passed through the foster care system, the Iraq War veteran who was dishonorably discharged and still struggles to break free from alcohol. Although each of these situations is different, the common thread that runs within them is the unmet need. Through love and understanding, and with the support of people like you, Life Path Christian Ministries is able to meet those needs every day. For more information on how you too can make an impact, visit online at lifepathyork.org or give us a call at 717-845-7662. Again, that's 845-7662.
All about local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Your Maple Donuts called to the bullpen here. 2-1, nobody down, home half of the fifth. It'll actually be Mike Heppel coming on. 21, not 27. So perhaps tough to see down the left field line. Of course, our view's obstructed, but either way, it's Heppel making his 10th appearance on the season. He'll face Angel Franco to start it off. Still nobody down. First pitch on the way. Franco shows bunt, pulls back, and takes the ball inside. 1-0. Heppel on the year, a 3.45 ERA. Does not have a record in 15 2/3 innings worked. Rosa in at third. Middle of the infield looks to turn 2. Constanza at second, Den at first. Franco showing early. Pitch on the way. He pops it up. Third base side and into the seats. Got the bat head under it, unfortunately out of play. So a ball and a strike to count. We'll see if they leave the bunt on. Heppel 6'6", 230 from the right side. Hails from Newington, Connecticut. The 1-1 on the way, bunting and pulling back, and the ball gets away from Skelton. Moving up where both runners, Constanza to third, and up to second goes Ryan Dent. A wild pitch is the ruling. Franco pulled the bat back. It was down and in. Skelton could not keep it in front. So now 2 in scoring position. The bunt now likely off. Heppel ready, the 2-1, and that's down and in, ball 3. Heppel began his career in the Frontier League and then was signed by the Mets. He was with New York in 14 through 16. The 3-1 to Franco, and that is inside, ball 4, a close pitch. And it goes the Revs' way, and they have the bases loaded with nobody down. 2 walks and a hit batsman. And here comes Isaias Tejeda.
Now batting for your Revolution, your catcher, number 16, Isaias Tejeda.
So a big spot in this game as the Revs look to climb back into it in a hurry. Tejeda, team leading .327 average coming into play. He adjusts the batting gloves before digging in. Heppel ready. The pitch on the way. Fastball down low, ball 1. And you have to think with the wild start he is taking until he sees a strike. Stands at third, Dent at second, Franco on at first. Pitch on the way. There's a strike right down the middle at the knees, 1-1. Oh for 3 on the season with the bases loaded. The 1-1 pitch on the way. Tejeda swings and misses. A big cut at a letter high fastball, and he came up empty. Hajimoto stretching out there at second base. Griffin in a step at first. The pitch on the way, and that's just low. Good eye by Tejeda. It's 2-2. The Revs with a run in the second on a Michael Burgess big fly, and then a run last inning on a triple by Witherspoon, followed by an RBI ground out. Bases loaded, nobody down, the 2-2. Down low, ball 3. A full count with nowhere to put Isaias. Tejeda with a team-leading 16 runs batted in. A chance to add to it right here. Heppel looks in, comes set at the letters. The pitch on the way. High fly ball, pretty deep, left center field. Going back is Bufeld. Going back, House, it's a grand slam for Isaias Tejeda. 6th home run of the year. Second grand slam for the Revs this season, and they are back in front. It's 6-4, Revs on top. And the exclamation mark from Cannonball Charlie. Tejeda stays red hot in the month of May, and here's Burgess. Pitch on the way, strike 1 at the knees. Oh, 0-1 the count to Burgess. Pitch on the way, bounces in, 1 ball and 1 strike. Cannonball smoke still lingering over right field. Tejeda with 4 RBIs up to 20 on the year. One and 1 to Burgess. Heppel deals. Burgess fouls it straight back to the top of the netting. First 2 runs charged to the starter, Fornatero. The second 2 to the reliever, Mike Heppel. 1-2 to Burgess. Pitch on the way. Line drive deep down the left field line, but well foul. On to Arch Street. Count holds 1-2. Sean Gilbert up and throwing in the left field bullpen for the Bees. 4 runs home, still nobody down. The 1-2 to Burgess, fouled straight back, got a piece of the catcher Skelton. And Burgess hangs tough, 1-2. Burgess with his left foot into the box, then his right, taps the outside corner. Trying to continue on to this big inning. Revs with 4 runs home. Pitch on the way. Burgess fists it foul. Knocked his helmet off in the process, but stays alive, 1-2. Heppel coming into play, had opponents hitting just 200 off of him. A walk to Franco, then a home run, a grand slam to Tejeda. And now Burgess really making him work. The 1-2 one more time. Burgess lifts it in the air deep down the right field line, but it's hooking foul. Burgess looking for his second of the day, but just out in front of that delivery by the righty Heppel. Burgess taps the outside corner of the plate. Heppel sets, shrugged his shoulders, now comes home, and Burgess pops it up. That will drift out of play over our heads. And once again, the count stays 1-2. 8 pitches in the at-bat to this point. Burgess really making Heppel work. Heppel set up inside, pitch on the way, and Burgess leans back and out of the way. A fastball high and tight, it's 2-2. 6-5, Revs on top. A grand slam by Isaias Tejeda. Just a batter ago. The 2-2, Burgess swings and misses, strike 3. Got him on the breaking ball in the first out here in the 5th.
What I missed, Matt?
Oh, you saw it.
Got to thank Suzanne Road for these delicious ribs here in the booth. You're over here hard at work, and I'm stuffing my face. If I eat a couple more, will we hit another grand slam?
Either way, thank you. I can't wait to dig in. Witherspoon the batter now, pitch on the way, down and away, ball 1. Travis with a 2-hit game, a single in the second, a triple in the 4th, halfway to the cycle. Pitch on the way, breaking ball stays upstairs. Witherspoon had to back out of the way of that one, may have slipped out of the hand of Heppel just a bit. Two 2-0, hitters count, pitch on the way, fisted towards the right side, that will get back into the seats. Witherspoon got jammed and he fouled it off. New Britain with 5 in the top of the 4th. Revs answer in the bottom of the 5th with 4 of their own. Two and 1 the count. The Revs center fielder. Heppel sets the pitch on the way, and that's a strike outside corner with the fastball. Witherspoon laid off. Well, it's good to see the team respond after just getting 3 hits a night ago. A 10-0 shutout. Pitch on the way, swing and a miss. Witherspoon tied up on the inside heater. Back-to-back strikeouts now for Heppel.
And the comeback's been a product of their kind of newfound patience. I mean, it started with a couple walks, hit batter, and I mean, they had spent the first few weeks of the year just a little too jumpy and chasing, but they've done a whole lot less of that here the last week. The production has increased accordingly, and big reason for this big inning too.
Here's Robinson. First pitch, fastball down and in, ball one. And I think that triple by Witherspoon really set the tone. They only got one that inning, but to get one right back immediately, and then have Harris go 1-2-3 on the other side. The ball one offering on the way, popped up, third base side foul, drifting back and into the seats. Look out downtown. Although he is well protected in that mascot suit.
Good padding to go around with him.
Ball and a strike to count to Derek Robinson. 0 for 2 officially, but has been productive. An RBI ground out. A stolen base after a fielder's choice. The 1-1 pitch, he squares. And he went around, says home plate umpire Brian DeBrouwer. 1-2. Brian Pounds would be next if Robinson can extend the frame. Hajimoto crouching at second. The pitch on the way, 1-2, and that's a called third strike. Mike Heppel comes on and strikes out the side. But the big news of the inning, a big fly off the bat of Tejeda, a grand slam, bases clearing. 4 runs on just 1 hit for the Revs in the 5th, and they regain the lead. It is 6-5, heading to the 6th on 1350 WOYK.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The puck drops here.
He shoots and scores!
Sports Radio 1350, your home for Hershey Bears hockey.
Oh, Jacob Arana! He wins the race!
Bringing the American Hockey League's most storied franchise to York's first radio station.
Avenge swings it out front. He scores! Chris Barnes puts it on goal!
The Bears play here. Hershey Bears hockey on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Celebrate the history of our national pastime at the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown. See priceless treasures that will bring your baseball memories to life. Cooperstown is where you, your family, and your friends can relive baseball's greatest moments and honor the all-time greats of the game. Plan your family visit today at baseballhall.org.
On air, online, and on your smartphone. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Revs back on top. It's 6-5. A grand slam by Isaias Tejeda, his 6th home run of the year. In a 4-run 5th. Gives the Revs the lead back. They led 1-0 before New Britain scored 5 in the top of the 4th. Revs answered in the bottom of the 4th. And then 4 more last half inning. Luke Westfall now comes on. It's a Maple Donuts pitching change. And that'll mean Yusuke Kajimoto swings around and will bat from the right side, the switch hitter against the lefty Westfall. So Westfall, our pregame guest, first man out of the Revs bullpen. Kajimoto, Walton, and Carrillo due up in the first pitch. On the way to Kajimoto, a fastball just inside, ball 1. Westfall last worked in the doubleheader against Sugar Land, going 2 innings in that one, his longest outing of the year. 2 hits, nothing across, 2 strikeouts, pitch on the way, and that's down and in again. 2-0 the count. Westfall 6'3", 230. The lefty from Clintonville, Wisconsin. From the line, the 2-0, fastball grounded to short, Dent with it. settles and throws for out number 1.
Well, a big tone set. Matt, you're right, with Witherspoon's triple to get one back right away in the 4th. But then Tyrell Harris as well, finishing that outing with a quick inning. He went from 33 pitches in the 4th to a 7-pitch 5th inning.
So here's Walton. Homered his last time up, and the pitch on the way, swing and a miss. 6 now retired in a row for Revs pitching, and credit Harris for going back out there in the 5th after a 5 spot was put up against him in the 4th, and getting the Bees 1-2-3, the 0-1, swing and a miss. Walton waves and misses, it's 0-2. Walton, the 2-hit game, also a single in the 3rd. Lefty against lefty. An 0-2 pitch on the way, and that's down and away, a fastball, and Walton didn't chase. And the 7 strikeouts by Tyrell Harris, tying Curtis Porch and Frank Gailey for a season high. The 1-2 on the way, high fly ball, left center field. A long run for Travis Witherspoon, and that ball is up and off the wall. Witherspoon will fire back in, coasting into second with a 1-out double is Jamar Walton, and he is now a triple shy of the cycle.
He is really hot right now and driving the ball. That ball up there a long time and carrying, and from here it looked like it might get out and tie it, but fortunately it stayed in, and a chance to still get out of it unscathed.
So now it's the 9th place hitting Steve Carrillo. First pitch from Westfall, fastball, swung and a miss. Carrillo a walk in the 3rd, a double in the 4th. He's been on board twice. In fact, Rosa and Kraus, the only 2 men not to reach so far. The 0-1, fastball up and away. You talk about this Bees team, Dale, and they are red hot of late. A 332 average in their last 5 and a 310 average over their last 10 games. The 1-1 pitch down and in. It gets away from Tejeda, trying to go to 3rd as Walton. The throw is wide. Pounds had to backhand it in foul ground. Not sure they would have gotten Walton anyway. But he's now 90 feet away with 1 down.
Well, really the only difference in the lineup is the addition of Kajimoto, and he's hit well.
You mean from when we were up in New Britain?
Yeah, and even over the last 10 days, that's about the time that he got there.
Infield comes in now, the 2-1 pitch on the way, fouled back to the screen.
I mean, how big of a difference you can make hitting 7th, I don't know, but maybe just shoring things up, and they've got to feel like their position lineup is solid and set across the board.
Well, he's hitting .345 coming in, and time is called right before the delivery to Carrillo. Kajimoto, I'm talking about, the .345 average. Has not made an error in the field, so good on both sides of the ball for the Bees, and certainly making his presence felt. The 2-2 home. Swing and a foul tip right at the plate. Tejeda applied the tag, but it was in the dirt before it was in the back of his glove. 6-5, Revs on top here. Top of the 6th. 1 away, Walton on at 3rd. Infield in. The pitch from Westfall. Line drive down the left field line. That's going to get down for a hit. Coming in to score is Walton. Rounding first, heading for second is Carrillo. And the throw will come in towards 3rd base. It's an RBI double for Steve Carrillo, and we're tied at 6. Well, we talked about how Sugarland seemed to answer the Revs every time last series. The Bees seem to be answering each blow here tonight. 6-6 in the sixth, then back to the top of the order. James Skelton takes a strike on the fastball, 0-1.
I guess the good thing is the Revs are going to be used to games like this now.
The Revs have also answered a 4-run bottom of the fifth thanks to the grand slam by Tejeda.
Somebody barking from New Britain's dugout. I have no idea about what. Brian DeBrouwer had to tell them to cool it.
0-1, lefty on lefty, fastball, swing and a miss. That's a 95 there from Luke Westphal.
Yeah, there was one earlier this inning at 98. I don't know if
that might be a little generous, but that one did certainly look like it had a little extra on it. Skelton in his 14th season, second with the Bees. The 0-2 on the way. Westphal misses outside. That one at 94 as well. We mentioned Skelton, not a prototypical catcher. Well, he's also played the field. Started at first, second, left, and right through his professional career. The pitch from Westphal, 1-2, and that just missed. Fastball a little down and away. Count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Skelton began his career in the Atlantic League with Somerset in 2013. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Westphal, after going hard and heavy, pulls the string on the changeup. And Skelton down on strikes for the second time today. Mark Mason now out of the Revs' first base side dugout. And with back-to-back righties due up, it looks like he's going to make a move. Westphal will exit. Manny Corpus is going to come on. It's a Maple Donuts pitching change, and we'll step aside as Corpus enters. 6-6 our score in the sixth. 2 down. Revs trying to escape on the Revs Baseball Network.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
Hey Revs fans, get points or great rewards just by supporting your team through the new Revolution Rewards program. Use the new York Revolution app to receive and earn points for ballpark food, store discounts, stadium tours, and more. Available through the Apple and Google Play stores, the York Revolution app also features team news and exclusive content, contests and promotions for Revolution prizes, online ticket purchases, live game streaming, and more. Download the York Revolution app today. Free stuff by supporting your team? That's Revs time.
Hear that? It's the sound of summer. Sound nice? Call Kona Ice. We do it all. Schools, sporting events, parties, both corporate and birthday. You name it, we'll be there. We bring the party to you. If you need a little bit of fun in your life, we're the shaved ice truck for you. Oh, and we fundraise too. This summer, cool down with Kona Ice. Give us a call at 1-800-KONA-ICE or visit us online at www.kona-ice.com. Kona Ice. Flavor our world.
Manny Corpus comes on here. Top of the sixth, tied at 6, 2 down. Mike Kraus, the batter, in the first pitch on the way. A breaking ball for strike 1. Corpus starts him off with a sweeping slider to get ahead. Manny last worked in Sugarland on the 21st. 1 run on 2 hits in an inning. Struck out 1. And the pitch on the way, down in the dirt. Tejeda slides to stop it. 1 ball and 1 strike. Steve Carrillo out there at second base. He just drove home Jamar Walton with an RBI double down the left field line to tie the score at 6. 2 down, infield back up. Outfield playing Kraus to pull a little bit. And the 1-1 pitch, a breaking ball in the dirt again, ball 2. Kraus, one of two men who has not reached base for the Bees tonight. Corpus a long look in. Kraus waving the bat. Now they're both ready to go. And the 2-1 pitch on the way, fouled off straight down at the plate. Last year, Kraus acquired mid-season from Lancaster in a trade. On the season, hit .287, but slightly better, .291 with New Britain. And stole 51 bases with the Bees, 61 overall to lead the league. So good thing the Revs have kept him off the base paths here today. The 2-2 from Corpus. Fly ball center field, Witherspoon coming in. He's not going to get there. It's going to fall for a hit. Rounding third is Carrillo coming to the plate. The throw too late. And moving up to second on the play is Kraus. It's a 7-6 New Britain lead.
Witherspoon did all he could on that throw. He hurled it so hard he left his feet and tumbled forward, but Carrillo, pretty good wheels as a middle infielder, able to get home on it. And that's a play that with less than 2 outs, there's a little air under that liner. You might have just a slight hesitation to make sure it gets down, but obviously with 2 down, able to go on contact.
So here's Joe Vonarosa, the only man who has not gotten on base officially, has reached on a fielder's choice. The 0-2, or 2 down, sorry. The first pitch, line pass, dense dive at short. That'll get into left. Up with it, Constanza coming to the plate. Kraus, the throw not in time. And down to second goes Rosa. The Bees respond in a hurry here in the 6th. Now have 3 across. And Manny Corpus comes on and gives up 2 RBI hits. So Rosa now in scoring position for Craig Maddox. Two away. The pitch to Maddox. Sidearm delivery, fastball in there, strike 1. You had a feeling it would be a high-scoring game. Both starters coming in with ERAs north of 7. The team's combining for 14 runs here, top of the 6th. A ground ball to second base. Franco up with it on 2 hops on to first to retire the side. But the Bees jump back in front. 3 runs across in the inning, 4 hits. And it's an 8-6 ball game. New Britain ahead. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Revs trying to answer right back on 1350 WOYK.
York Mitsubishi is seeing red. Don't miss the Red Tide sale during the Memorial Day sale. Red Tides make pricing easy because you get the bottom line. Buy a new 2017 Outlander Sport, only $17,995. 2017 Mirage G4s, $12,695. America's best priced new car. 2017 Mitsubishi Outlanders, Outlander Sports, Mirages, and Lancers come with available 0% financing to qualified buyers. And all new Mitsubishis come with their 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. York Mitsubishi, Route 30 and Roosevelt Avenue, York.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This is Dustin Hawkinson with the Keystone Sports Network. For the best Penn State football analysis and commentary, listen to Sports Radio 1350 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 8 a.m. and after Revs games for the Keystone Kickoff Show. We'll bring you game reviews, player evaluations, and recruiting news. So for the best in Penn State talk, tune to Sports Radio 1350 WOYK for the Keystone Kickoff Show. Brought to you locally by your neighborhood SureSave Markets.
All about local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
8-6, New Britain ahead. 8 runs, 11 hits, no errors for the Bees. 6 runs, 7 hits, no miscues for the Revs. A back and forth exciting game here from Peoples Bank Park. Glad to have you with us. Alongside Dale Henry, I'm Matt Present. Brian Pound set to lead things off for the Revs and takes a first pitch fastball over for strike one. Mike Heppel stays out there. Ended up striking out the side in the 5th after allowing a grand slam to Isaias Tejeda. The 0-1 to Pounds, breaking ball, and he checked his swing. It's in there for a strike. Pounds thought it was inside and has some words with the home plate umpire, Brian DeBrouwer. So Pounds quickly in the hole, 0-2. A line out to third, a strikeout in the 4th. The only Rev to not reach base. Open stance from the right side, the 0-2 pitch, fastball just missed inside. Heppel with some extra giddy up on that one. Pounds with a better eye. Heppel sets the 1-2 to Pounds, down and away. Last night, the Bees had a franchise record 18 hits. They have 11 hits through 6 as time is called for a ball that was errantly thrown down by the Revs bullpen. It trickled all the way towards home plate. They'll take a relay team to get it back out there. Meanwhile, it's a 2-2 count to Brian Pounds. The pitch from Heppel. That one's down and away, a breaking ball, and Pounds works it full after being down 0-2. Pounds a .220 average, 3 home runs, 14 RBIs. The payoff pitch. High fly ball, straight away right field, a mile high. Plenty of time for Walton to coast in. Still coming on, and he makes the grab. He was nearly to the infield as that ball got caught up in the night sky, but Walton had plenty of time to come all the way in and make the play. 1 up and 1 down. 4 straight retired now for Bees pitching. Now Stan Clyburn out to the mound, and we're going to get a pitching change. So Heppel strikes out the side to end the 5th. Then gets the righty Pounds to begin the 6th, and it looks like Clyburn is going to play matchups here with Mitchell a lefty, and then the top of the order, Constanza a lefty, due up next. Meanwhile, the Revs have action in their bullpen. Hawden Buchanan starting to get loose. Maple Donuts pitching change for New Britain. Coming on is Sean Gilbert. 6'1", 210, a lefty from Windham, Connecticut.
He's now a player pitching coach here this season. He wasn't active at the beginning, but he is now. Last season, just a solid arm on the staff, but now he's got both titles. Jason Blanton was their pitching coach in year 1, but it's similar to Craig Maddox, who's a player coach on the hitting side as their DH. And both managers with bullpens that are fairly well rested entering play tonight. It's just a matter of who can get to the back end lineup with the lead heading into that portion of the game. You're in a back and forth affair. And
well, it's certainly an interesting game to manage because we saw the infield in the 4th inning. We're seeing matchups here in the 6th inning, and it's a game where 14 runs have been put on the board. Usually it's the low-scoring games that see that style from the managers, but we are seeing it here tonight.
Both teams in need of wins, too.
Gilbert ready. Mitchell digs in. Once again, lefty against lefty with Jovan Rosa in on the grass at third. One away here, home half of the sixth. And the pitch on the way, Mitchell swings and misses a first pitch changeup, 0-1.
Gil Blair was actually their closer last year in the second half, and Mitchell won a game against him, beating that lefty-lefty matchup, and one of the Revs' biggest comebacks ever here, a 10-9 win last August.
The 0-1 breaking ball in there, strike two.
And a bases loaded double off him that night.
Well, this year their closer has been Joe Beimel, but Gil Blair still does not have an ERA. Perfect through 2 innings of work. The 0-2 pitch to Mitchell, check swing, no swing. On a pitch in the dirt, down and away. Mitchell decked out in white today, a white sleeve on his back left arm, white cleats, white batting gloves to go along with that white alternate uniform with the stripes across the shoulders. 1-2 the count. Gil Blair to the plate, swing and a miss by Mitchell on the breaking ball for out number 2. That'll turn the lineup over. Jose Constanza now will hit. Constanza got the rally going in the 5th, worked a leadoff walk. Nate Rowe now throwing for the Bees in the bullpen. Lefty against lefty. Gil Blair to the plate. Swing and a miss by Constanza. He tried to pull it, and he pulled off of it.
They have 3 lefties in their bullpen. They potentially could match up again before they get to Joe Beimel in the 9th inning.
High set. The 0-1 on the way. Fastball for a strike outside corner at the knees, and Gil Blair looks really good here in his first couple of batters. Got ahead of Mitchell 0-2, now ahead of Constanza 0-2. His team ahead by 2 with 2 men down. Pitch on the way, fouled back to the netting. Constanza ground out in the 1st, a fly out in the 2nd, and then he walked and scored in the 5th. We'll see if Gil Blair wastes one or if he goes right after Jose Constanza. He's ready, the 0-2. Breaking ball reached for and fouled off towards the Bees' third base side dugout. Constanza just getting the end of the bat on it to stay alive. Last year with the Bees, Gil Blair, a 4-2 record, a 1.87 ERA in 46 games. The 0-2 again, breaking ball right there, strike 3. A nasty hook from Gil Blair, and Constanza set down on strikes, back-to-back strikeouts, and a 3-up, 3-down 6th. We head to the 7th, Revs down 2. Darrell Henry to take you home when we come back on 1350 WOYK.
Mid-Atlantic Industrial Equipment offers quality material handling equipment and services. Along with a full line of Unicarriers and Komatsu forklifts, you'll find Genie aerial lifts, IPC Eagle floor scrubbers, and Penalift loading dock equipment. Mid-Atlantic can provide rentals, pre-owned equipment, service, and replacement parts for most makes. When you need the best for your business, call Mid-Atlantic Industrial Equipment at 888-383-LIFT. That's 888-383-5438 or online at MidAtlanticIndustrial.com.
Can't get enough of the birds? WOYK has you covered. Join us all season on Mondays at 6 for the Baltimore Baseball Show, hosted by award-winning Orioles and National Baseball writer Dan Connolly from BaltimoreBaseball.com. Exclusive in-depth interviews plus the latest insight and analysis on the Orioles every week. Talking baseball with the birds, Mondays at 6. The Baltimore Baseball Show on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports. Sports Radio 1350 is your home for local and national sports. The Big Sports Talker also has you covered with news throughout the day. Catch statewide updates on news and sports from Radio PA. Stock reports with Your Money Now, mornings and afternoons. And national news updates every hour from Westwood One. Stay up to date while getting your sports fix all day. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports. Your teams all the time. York's only place for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Head of the seventh inning, right-hander Houghton Buchanan will look to hold the fort while the Revs trail 8-6. Looking to pull off the comeback as we get into the late innings. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. And Connor Bierfeld will lead it off. 0 for 2 tonight with 2 strikeouts, a hit by pitch, and a run scored. It'll be Bierfeld, Griffin, and Kajimoto for the Bees. 5, 6, 7 in the order. 8-6, New Britain on top. And Buchanan ready to work. The 6'8" right-hander kicks and fires, and the first one misses in the dirt. The Revs with a second inning run tonight, and they had opportunities for more in the second and third, but took a 1-0 lead into the fourth. That's when New Britain erupted for 5. There's the 1-0, and a high pop-up way up. Tejeda coming back toward the screen, giving it a look, and it lands in the Dietz and Blewett Insurance Diamond deck and bounces into the White Rose Hall upstairs. Meanwhile, Jackson Federley was here in front of the booth. Matt Present kind enough to share one of his ribs, not really his rib, but pork rib, and Jackson had no idea. He was about to maybe get beamed. The 1-1 and a liner to left field, more of a fly ball actually, and Robinson with room. Step in front of the track as Bierfeld hit it off the end of the bat, a looping fly to left, 1 down.
Let's be honest, if Jackson asked for one of my ribs, I really wouldn't have much of a say.
Tough guy to say no to. But he just about got beamed while eating a rib. Beans sound like they would go quite well with those ribs, which were delicious. Here's John Griffin. Buchanan the first pitch and misses high and away. Griffin 1 for 3, RBI double and a run in the fourth. The 5-run inning made it 5-1 New Britain. The Revs came back with 1 in the bottom half of the fourth, and then the grand slam by Tejeda in the fifth. There's the 1-0. And a foul back off the top of the net. Unfortunately, the lead was short-lived at 6-5. The Bees with 3 then in the sixth, and that's where we stand, 8-6 here on this back and forth night. The 1-1, and it's up high. Griffin started to load up, and he went on the appeal down to David Shirk at first base. 1-2. Buchanan 1-2, a 1.74 ERA in 11 outings. Did suffer the loss his last time out Sunday at Sugarland, an 11th inning run. It's the 1-2, and it breaks outside. His parents came over from Mississippi to see him in Sugarland. I think he said it was about a 6-hour drive for them. They set up in the 2-2. Strike 3 called, a cutter, and that freezes Griffin. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 7th. We'll pause for station identification. This is Revolution Radio.
First in York, first in sports. Your only local sports station. The new Sports Radio 1350, WOYK, York, Pennsylvania.
2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 7th, and Yusuke Kajimoto, the hitter. This Buchanan's first offering, a fastball, that's in for a strike at 90. Kajimoto 1 for 3, a 2-run triple in the 4th. And the Bees were hitting around 218 a week ago, but red hot. I don't know if it's as simple as Kajimoto's arrival, but he has helped. There's the 0-1 and a foul back against the netting.
It seems as simple as coming to People's Bank Park. The Ducks have done it. The Bluefish have done it. I mean, just seem to run into teams red hot here at home.
It is frustrating. Hopefully the Revs have another comeback in them here tonight. There's the 0-2 and a slider buried in the dirt. The Revs have not played their best baseball, obviously, but at the same time, those little breaks that can help seem to be few and far between, too. There's the 1-2, and try to check on one up around chin high. Third base ump said he held. Asking Bill Reuter down there. Still activity in the New Britain bullpen, so probably Nate Rowe in the bottom of the 7th. Here's the 2-2. And a swing and a miss. Kajimoto chopping at a slider that really tied him up. Darting inside. And handcuffed on that swing. Buchanan marches off with a solid 1-2-3-7. Stretch time here at People's Bank Park. It's the Bees 8 and the Revs 6.
This is Dustin Hawkinsson with the Keystone Sports Network. For the best Penn State football analysis and commentary, listen to Sports Radio 1350 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 8 a.m. and after Revs games for the Keystone Kickoff Show. We'll bring you game reviews, player evaluations, and recruiting news. So for the best in Penn State talk, tune to Sports Radio 1350 WOYK for the Keystone Kickoff Show. Brought to you locally by your neighborhood SureSave Markets.
At Life Path Christian Ministries, members of our community come to us in need of support systems. We serve the single mother with 3 kids who needs a place to stabilize, the teenager whose mom and dad are working 2 jobs and are not home at night, the young man who never found the right family to love and care for him as he was passed through the foster care system, the Iraq War veteran who was dishonorably discharged and still struggles to break free from alcohol. Although each of these situations is different, the common thread that runs within them is the unmet need. Through love and understanding, and with the support of people like you, Life Path Christian Ministries is able to meet those needs every day. For more information on how you too can make an impact, visit online at lifepathyork.org or give us a call at 717-845-7662. Again, that's 845-7662.
The revolution plays here. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Bottom of the 7th, it's right-hander Nate Rowe who's on for New Britain. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. And he's been good. 14 games, 0-1, but he has a 1.80 ERA. 20 innings, just 12 hits. Opponents hitting 169. 17 Ks to only 5 walks. Ryan Dent will look to get things started. Revs down 8-6. No shortage of excitement tonight, but on the wrong side of it at the moment. First pitch of the inning is up and in. Dent on all 3 times tonight. A single, a walk, a hit by pitch, a steal, a run scored. Saw Rowe with a scoreless 9th last night. 1-0 and a slider. Pretty nasty break, but stayed high evidently. 2-0 on Dent. Franco set, and the pitch. Swing, and he fouls it off. First base side. Michael Click loosening in the Revs bullpen. One got away, and it rolled right onto home plate. Dent croqueting it aside with his bat after fouling off the real pitch. A 2-1 count. And Rowe home. And a swing and a well-hit ball, left center field, deep in the gap, and it is off the base of the LED boards. Right back to Kraus, but Dent slides in at second with a double. On base all 4 times tonight. And a great start for the Revs here in the bottom of the 7th.
And I think that's the hardest ball he's hit all year, and they were working with him after batting practice today, trying to get him to do just that, and nice when you can execute what you were working on just hours before the game.
And the Revs will have the tying run at the plate right away. Angel Franco is 1 for 2, a single, a walk, and a run. Rowe in here on back-to-back nights. And pitch to Franco misses up and away. Revs with their 8th hit. That was a shot from Ryan Dent. Twice tonight that he has hit it right on the screws. There's the 1-0 swing and a miss. Nasty slider that Franco jumped out at. A ball and a strike. OUA York Mitsubishi out-of-town scoreboard. Lancaster at Southern Maryland tonight. 5-2 Crabs in the 6th. Pitch, breaking ball, and he punches a foul past Polo at third. That slider in off the bat handle. Top of the 7th, Long Island a 2-0 lead in Bridgeport. And trying to get in the second game of the doubleheader at Sugarland. And they knew it'd be tough. They knew there was weather coming. They're in a rain delay in the first with Somerset up 1-0 after winning the day game. There's the stretch, the 1-2, and he lays off a slider in the dirt, recognizing it this time. Patriots winning the day game 6-3 after a wild slugfest that they won last night.
Well, if you're going to get in trouble with the weather, certainly better that it be in Game 2, because if that happens in Game 1, your pitching staff is all messed up.
Now Rowe ready. 2-2, swing and a miss. He stayed with the slider the entire at-bat, and Franco swings through it. One down here in the top of the 7th. Somerset scheduled to fly out tomorrow, by the way, so it's tonight or never on that doubleheader, tonight or next time. Here's Isaiah Tejeda, 1 for 3 with the grand slam back in the 5th inning that gave the Revs a brief lead. It's their second grand slam of the year. Joel Guzman had the other one at Southern Maryland on the first road trip. First pitch this time, breaking ball, and another nasty one, a called strike. That thing just boomeranging across the plate. Sounds like the tarp is off at Sugarland. There's the 0-1. And a slider down low.
You said the word tarp, and I instinctively went down the right field line.
It's okay, Matt.
What tarp? Weather where?
I know you've had your share of early morning tarp pulls. Didn't mean to traumatize you there. There's the stretch. Look back at Dent, and the 1-1. Breaking ball away. So Tejeda seeing it again. This time lets it go. 2 balls and a strike. Home run was his 6th of the year. Leading the team. Burgess earlier tonight hit his 4th. He's on deck. And Tejeda will ask for time and stroll aside for a moment, readjust the batting gloves and reset the mind. 2 balls and a strike. Dent running off to his lead. And the pitch, breaking ball, hit in the air, right center field. Krause over toward the alley, medium depth. He'll make the grab. Dent tags, won't go. And Krause a good arm, but it was well off toward the plate, halfway between third and home. But Dent will stay with 2 outs. And Michael Burgess will try to do something with this leadoff double that still stands at second.
Now batting for New York Revolution, your first baseman, number 21, Michael Burgess.
Burgess 1 for 3 on the night. Home run in the second that opened the scoring. Revs trail 8-6 here in the 7th. Now Rowe set, about chin high. He deals, and a swing and a foul tip. Rolling over to Witherspoon on deck, 0-1 the count. He has started the majority of these hitters with that slider, and it's an impressive one.
Especially the lefty's really tough, and once again, Burgess getting that heavy dose down and in.
Now Rowe the stretch, the 0-1, and a swing and a foul tip, bouncing back. Rowe with it again, and ahead now 0-2, trying to work around the leadoff double.
Interesting to see if he'll go straight back to it, 3 straight sliders, or if he'll try to set up Burgess away with the fastball.
Burgess trying to protect now. 0-2, slider chopped toward first, 1 big hop to Griffin by the bag. He steps on it, and that'll end the inning. Rebs unable to do anything with Dent's leadoff double. He's left on, and we go to the 8th. New Britain still leads it 8-6.
Kids today, with Facebook, texting, TV, and video games, seems like fresh air and sunshine are things of the past. Remember playing catch, climbing trees, wholesome backyard fun? Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care remembers, give them lush grass, healthy trees, the good old outdoors. American is baseball and apple pie. Kids have every reason to stay inside. Don't let your lawn be one of them. Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care, world-class care right in your backyard. 717-292-9994.
Having the gang over to watch the game? Keep them happy with great BestJet products from your neighborhood SureSave markets. Football fans, hockey fans, basketball fans, everyone's a fan of game day party planners with $18.93 deli items. BestJet hot dogs go great with BestJet kettle cooked chips. Or serve up a couple BestJet rising crust pizzas with 12 packs of BestJet soda. Throw the best game day party ever with BestJet products. Shop Savills Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York, Wetzel's in Glenrock, and Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Your home for Revolution Baseball. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Head of the 8th, Rebs trail 8-6. Michael Click will work for the second straight night. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. Our broadcast also brought to you in part by Image 360, Yingling's Ice Cream, Highmark, Isaacs, Sheets, Ace Distributing, Stanball Plumbing and Heating, and Hatfield Quality Meats. The Jamar Walton leading off. He's had a huge night. 8-9-1 due up. The Bees getting set for the back end of their game. Brandon League loosening for the 8th, and they hope to get to Joe Beimel in the 9th. The League has struggled a bit. Walton will lead it off against Click. First pitch, he swings and rolls it to second base. Right there is Franco, throws to first, and Walton retired on 1 pitch. First time set down all night. He was a triple shy of the cycle entering that at bat. Take a look at our Wellspan Sports Medicine injury report. Alonzo Harris maybe a week away or so, but that was awesome pregame. His 3-year-old son throwing out one of the first pitches, and Daddy was catching for him, trying to coax him into throwing it. He pondered it for a moment before letting it go. Out in front of the crowd, here's Steve Carrillo. First pitch is down low. Revs have Chris Cody throwing as he works through the scar tissue that he had to, that's what had caused the pain, and now that they're aware of that, he continues to build back up. There's a fastball for a called strike, 1-1. It's your WellSpan Sports Medicine Injury Report. Carrillo out of the 9-hole, 2 doubles and a walk tonight. And prior to that out that Walton made, the 8 and 9 hitters had been on all 6 times combined. Pitch is chopped high off the dirt, deep, short. Dent backs up. Long throw, and he shows off the hose. Guns Carrillo, got him by a step, as one shortstop throws out the other, and there's 2 away.
Well, Dent had to really wait back on that hop. It's a hard infield here at Peoples Bank Park, so if he charged, he was going to get a big hop into his chest, so he had to wait back. It still came up around head high, but he was able to have his feet set waiting for it and make that strong throw.
And now the top of the order, and James Skelton. First pitch, fastball misses high. Click coming into this one, no record but a 1.46 ERA in 12 games. Scoreless inning here a night ago. The 1-0, and it misses down and away. Fastball at 90. 8-6 New Britain here in the 8th. Click delivers and missed a little high. Skelton, who he gets nail polish and professional manicures so that the pitchers can see his signs better as the catcher. A lot of guys use the tape or even whiteout, but he prefers to have it professionally done. Next one is high and tight, and he draws a 2-out walk.
Do his pitchers pay for that? If not, they should.
They should pick up some of it, yeah. Now a 2-out base runner, and with New Britain leading, better chance that he might try to run. Have to watch him. He's 6 for 7 in steals. Mike Kraus will stand in. 1 for 4 with an RBI blue pit in the 6th and a run scored. Click delivers, swing and a miss. He chased what would have been ball 1, a cutter down and away that fooled him. Mentioned the athleticism of Kraus, and his dad played running back in the NFL and CFL, Ray Kraus. Went to UNLV, then the Calgary Stampeders, then the Packers, then back to the CFL with the BC Lions. Pitch is down and away, 1-1. Kraus, who stole 61 bases last year. He's 22 pounds lighter than when he was at AA with the Blue Jays, and felt that he was faster going into last season. It's the 1-1, swing and a miss. And Click jumps ahead. Looked like the cutter right through the zone there and right through Kraus's swing.
And it looks like Kraus tried to wait on it and ended up just waiting too long.
Now 1-2. And Click with the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Went to the gasolina on that pitch. 92 on the fastball. And Kraus swinging through that one too. No runs, no hits, a walk, and one left. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Revs still trailing 8-6.
Hear that? It's the sound of summer. Sound nice? Call Kona Ice. We do it all. Schools, sporting events, parties, both corporate and birthday. You name it, we'll be there. We bring the party to you. If you need a little bit of fun in your life, we're the shaved ice truck for you. Oh, and we fundraise too. This summer, cool down with Kona Ice. Give us a call at 1-800-KONA-ICE or visit us online at www.kona-ice.com. Kona Ice. Flavor our world.
You line your feet up on the edge of the starting block, shake out your arms, and then you push off the block in one fluid motion, fully extending your body and cutting into the water with nothing on your mind but the mechanics. You're a swimmer, and whether it's practice time in the pool or crunch time at a meet, Flying Feet is with you every stroke of the way.
Flying Feet.
Flying Feet Sports Shoes is a swimmer's paradise. Get suits by Dolphin, Speedo, Nike, Arena, and Tier. Pick up practice gear, team gear, and training equipment like fins, snorkels, and kickboards. The Flying Feet team has high-tech competitive suits, customizable caps, goggles, and even goggle repair items. Shower down with swimmer shampoo and body wash, plus suit wash to limit the wear and tear of chlorine. Time to dive into the pool? Then it's time for Flying Feet. We're more than sports shoes.
Flying Feet.
1511 Mount Rose Avenue, York, just off exit 18 of I-83, next to Battery Warehouse.
Your county, your team. Sports Radio 1350 WOIK. First in sports.
Bottom of the 8th, 8-6 New Britain. Brandon League is on, the former all-star closer in the big leagues, and trying to get the game to the 9th. It's his 11th appearance, but he has been hit hard. 9 innings, 9 runs, 18 hits. Opponents hitting .429. 5 walks, 5 strikeouts. ERA is 9. Travis Witherspoon will lead off. The Revs looking to rally for the second time tonight, trailing. First pitch, he shows bunt, and it missed low. A League who maybe doesn't have the mid-90s explosive sinking fastball that he used to. Remember, at New Britain, seemed like a lot of sliders from him. It's the 1-0, and a fastball over for a strike. That one at 87. One and one on Witherspoon. And the pitch to him is swinging a ground ball up the middle. Kajimoto is there, side shuffling to his right. He'll throw to first. And Witherspoon out on the 2-hopper, 1 away. Derek Robinson up next, 0 for 3 with an RBI ground out back in the 4th. Also a stolen base tonight. League now 34 years old. He's last in the big leagues with the Dodgers 3 years ago. Also the Blue Jays and Mariners prior to that. Pitch to Robinson, a fastball in for a strike. 0-1. All-star in 2011 with Seattle. And he became their closer because of an injury to David Aardsma with Seattle. He's the Long Island closer now. Here's a pitch down and in on Robinson, 1-1. Now the pitch, and a line drive down the line in right field. That's going to be extra bases. 2 hops the wall, and Robinson around first and into second with the double. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Robinson pulls it down the line in right. Now I saw a ball tossed into the Revs bullpen. Did one get loose during that play?
I couldn't see.
I didn't think there was, but Anyway, he's at second for Brian Pounds. Fourth double for Robinson, and third here this week. Now the Rebs with the tying run at the plate. First pitch to Pounds, swing and a miss. He was looking for one to drive, but League starts him with the slider. League in 2012 was struggling, and Tom Wilhelmsen took over closing duties from him. It's the 0-1, and in the dirt, blocked by Skelton. Was traded to the Dodgers, and he became their closer late in 2012. Kenley Jansen was sidelined for a time with an irregular heartbeat. League had 6 saves for the Dodgers that year, who then re-signed him. 1-1 in tight, and that fastball got up there at 92. First time he showed that velo tonight. That one exploded right in near the hands. Pounds tightening up to protect the fists. He's 0 for 3 tonight. Did hit a line drive out in the second. 2-1, and a chopper to third. Rosa gloves it, charging in on the run. He throws it across, and there's 2 away. Rosa charging to get to it on the big hop, just above the dirt, and not the short hop. So 2 down here in the bottom of the 8th. Rebs trailing 8-6, and last inning unable to score after a leadoff double. Trying to at least do something with the 1-out double here, and with 2 down, Jared Mitchell will dig in. 1 for 3 tonight, infield hit and a stolen base. First pitch is way high and outside. League, you had a bad shoulder injury. MRI revealed that in spring of 2015. Rehabbed, but did not make it back that year. Didn't pitch at all last year. He deals, and it's down and away, 2-0. Hawaii native. Hitters count. The 2-0 to Mitchell. Swings and loops it foul the other way into the seats behind the Bees bullpen. Trying to get one to drive, but off the end of the bat. 2 balls, 1 strike. Rebs trail 8-6 here in the 8th. Now League to the belt. And the 2-1, a swing and a miss. Fastball down in the zone at 91. And League evens things up. Strike away from sending it to the 9th for his team. Mitchell trying to at least get the Rebs a run closer. Outfield shallow on him. There's the 2-2. Down and in, and Skelton sliding over. Makes a stellar block. 3-2. That one in near Mitchell's cleats, and Skelton sliding way to his right on top of it.
But not only blocked it, but deadened it. It stayed right down in front of him.
Oh, full count, Constanza on deck. League, the 3-2. Fastball just outside. What an eye from Jared Mitchell. And it's first and second, and here comes Stan Clyburn. He's got a lefty loosening to face Jose Constanza, and that is his closer, Joe Beimel, who he will look to get 4 outs tonight. So pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. Here in the bottom of the 8th inning, Constanza's going to be called back to the dugout by Mace, who's got Joel Guzman available on his bench tonight.
And if I'm not mistaken, this will be the first pinch hitter of the year.
Well, Beimel is in, and the hitter won't be announced for a while, but he's got Guzman, Trienfeld available. I would imagine it'd be Joel. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. It will be the first pinch hitter of the year. And not that he has to do this, but just saying, he'll represent the go-ahead run. The Revs only have 3 pinch hit home runs in team history. Haven't had any since 2010 when Steve Hockey hit one. So Beimel is on, and for New Britain, the longtime big leaguer in 10 games, 1-2 with a 5.91 ERA and 3 saves. 10 2/3 innings, 17 hits, opponents hitting .347. It's given up 1 home run, 2 walks, 9 strikeouts. Lefties against Beimel, 4 for 14. Righties, 13 for 35, hitting .371. And it is the big man, Guzman, waving the bat and getting loose in the on-deck circle. And it's an easy move to make, especially because Constanza's DHing tonight, so you don't have to maneuver the defense at all. Well, here we go. Beimel ready, and here comes Guzman. Last season had a pinch hit 3-run double in a game for the Revs. And with the DH rules, we don't see it very often. But how huge would it be for him to come off the bench and come through here? Revs down 8-6 here in the bottom of the 8th. And Beimel ready to go. Lefty looks back at second, and the first pitch, fastball, a little low.
And if Guzman does get on, expect Trienfeld to then come in as a pinch runner.
Yeah, he would be the go-ahead run. Revs Robinson at second, Mitchell at first. Here's the stretch from Beimel, the 1-0, and in the dirt. So he'll have a hitter's count, and he can zero in on the one that suits him. Scouting another pick out of the dirt. 2 balls, no strikes. The only pinch hit homers in Revs history. Willie Matos, Matt Rogelstad, and Steve Hockey. Now the stretch. And Beimel with the 2-0. Swing and a grounder foul down to Polo. Guzman a little early, and Beimel there on 2-0 went to the changeup. 2 balls, 1 strike. Guzman overall at .230 with 2 home runs, 11 RBIs. Again, the Revs' first pinch hit appearance of the year. Beimel the 2-1, and it missed down low. So again, he's got the heavy hitters count. Ryan Dent on deck has had a big night.
Well, he went changeup on 2-0. Let's see if he goes back to it 3-1.
The fact that he did makes it just a little tougher to sit dead red. Here's the stretch. Look back at second, the 3-1. And it was a fastball strike, tailing over the outside corner, 3-2. That one at 84 miles an hour. Now the runners will have a head start with a full count and 2 outs. Revs down 8-6. If Guzman hits one in the gap. Mitchell, the tying run at first, has the head start here. Now Beimel ready. And the 3-2 swing, a deep drive down the line in left field, but it is going to be a foul ball. He hit it a ton and might very well be on its way into the Cadorus, but just a hair early on it. Man, was that thing destroyed and lost into the York night, but just a little early. Now 3-2 it remains. And again, Robinson and Mitchell will be on the move. Here's the stretch from Beimel. A look back, and the pitch to Guzman. Swinging a chopper to short. Carrillo gloves, and off his right foot, he'll throw it across to first to end the inning. They're charging in. Carrillo stayed in motion as he made the throw. Side retired. No runs, 1 hit, and 2 left. Joel was just an inch early from maybe being a hero tonight. We'll go to the 9th inning. New Britain still leads it, 8-6.
Hey, it's the good-looking genius at Broadway Transmission. You know what really grinds my gears? Perfectly good cars being thrown away just because the transmission went bad. My mind slips into overdrive when someone says,
I'll just get a new car before I spend that kind of money on a transmission.
what? According to Kelley Blue Book, the average price of a new car is $32,000. Now you're going to finance that, right? There's another $6,000 to $8,000. And if you drive it off the showroom floor, it loses 20% of its value immediately. Don't forget, you also have to pay sales tax, higher insurance rates, title and registration fees, and come up with $600, $700, $800 a month depending on your interest rates. For 5 years, and remember, you will still have to pay for the upkeep of the car. Brakes, tires, wipers, fluids, etc. Stop! Trade your transmission, not your car.
Thanks, good-looking genius.
You're welcome, ma'am. Broadway Transmission. We'll get your ship together and save you all that dough. Visit us on the web at BroadwayTrans.com or stop in and see how it's done.
Can you sit up, little guy? There you go. What a big boy. Whoa! Every time he grabs my maple donut, it pulls him over to one side. But he keeps on grabbing at it. Whoop, there he goes again. Wait, let's see how this works. Here you go, little dude. Here's another maple donut. Can you grab it? Well, there you have it, folks. Charlie's right. A balanced baby needs a maple donut in each hand.
Maple donuts taste right.
The revolution plays here. Play ball! The new Sports Radio 1350.
Head of the 9th, Rebs trail 8-6. Jarrett Martin comes on. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. Saw something interesting while Martin was warming up. Paul Fletcher went out to talk to the plate on Brian DeBrouwer, and I bet he told him, look, Martin is quick, but it's not a balk, so look for it. Martin got burned on Sunday at Sugarland with a bunch of baloney that brought home a run that made it a one-run game, and eventually Sugarland would end up tying it. And Rebs felt that the first base ump was convinced on it since Sugarland's dugout was hollering for it the entire time. But it was the same move he had made the rest of the innings, same move he had made 2 nights prior. So probably what Fletch was telling him about, and he'll face Jovan Rosa up first. Rebs down 8-6. And Martin the pitch, fastball in for a strike. Rosa 1 for 4, RBI single in the 6th inning, which made it 8-6. There were a couple of advancements on throws home in that inning. Krause had moved up on a throw home on his single, then scored the 8th run. Here's a fastball for a called strike, 0-2. But both plays were close enough that the throws had to be made. And unfortunately, ultimately, New Britain was able to generate another run out of it. trying to keep it a 2-run game and get the fellas back to the plate in the bottom of the 9th. Martin 0-2 and a swing and a miss. Fastball away at 93. And he begins the 9th with a blowaway of Rosa. Martin, no record in 13 games, a 1.35 ERA. He's been spectacular. 13 and a third innings, only 8 hits. The 9 walks, the only bugaboo, but that's his 18th strikeout in 13 and 2/3. Here's Craig Maddox. First pitch, he swings and misses. Fastball at 93. Not too many lefties. One much of a piece of Martin the way that he throws. Maddox 1 for 4, an infield hit and a run. That started the 5-run 4th. And Martin back with a strike here, and he is in command here early this inning. That one nailing Tejeda's glove on the corner. No balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Swing, and it's looped the other way. This will be foul into the seats in left. The Revs in the bottom of the 9th will have Dent, Franco, and Tejeda due up. 2, 3, and 4 against Beimel. He's trying to get 4 outs. And then Burgess would be due 4th. Now Martin ready. 0-2. And just inside. Slider. Tomorrow night it'll be Logan Williamson for York, Kyle Simon for New Britain. Pitch to Maddox is fouled away late on that fastball. 94, but sending it well out of the ballpark, and we'll live to see another one. 1-2 it remains. Tomorrow night, swim night, presented by YMCA of York County. People's Bank Kids Eat Free Wednesday. It's also Baywatch night. Pitch is swung on and missed. A high fastball. 94, and Tejeda was holding the glove up to show Martin where he wanted it. And Jared Martin locked in here in this 9th inning, back-to-back Ks.
And it might just be me, but I think Jared Martin's arm angle might have changed slightly coming into this appearance. He still has a little bit of a lower arm slot, but it looks like he's getting his body on top of it more and really driving downhill.
Here's Connor Bierfeld with 2 down. First pitch, fastball at the knees, and it's a strike from Martin, who's been a machine here in this appearance.
And that's where he's been really effective, these couple batters, pounding it low in the zone.
Now the 0-1, and a slider missed away, but again, a couple misses with that pitch, but close. Good misses with it. 1 ball, 1 strike. Martin, a very compact delivery. Ball just explodes. He fires, and a swing and a miss. A slider that sends Bierfeld to a knee on that finish. 1-2.
Great arm action on that slider. Threw it like a fastball, and the difference between 87 and 94 is a ton when you have that kind of movement.
Now Martin steps off, wipes at the forehead. Trying to give his team an emphatic send-off to the bottom of the 9th. The 1-2, swing and a miss. He struck him out. High fastball at 94, and he strikes out the side in order. He blew him away, and the Revs will get right back to the plate for one last shot at it. Bottom of the 9th inning, York trailing 8-6.
Donegal offers car and homeowners insurance at rates that are very competitive. So competitive that Donegal's car insurance rates are among the lowest in the state. And if you insure your car and home with Donegal, Donegal will take up to an additional 10% off their already low rates. Donegal, a better value. Contact Copeman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Copeman. Copeman Kunkel Insurance.
This is Dustin Hawkinsmith with the Keystone Sports Network. For the best Penn State football analysis and commentary, listen to Sports Radio 1350 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 8 a.m. and after Revs games for the Keystone Kickoff Show. We'll bring you game reviews, player evaluations, and recruiting news. So for the best in Penn State talk, tune to Sports Radio 1350 WOYK for the Keystone Kickoff Show. Brought to you locally by your neighborhood SureSave Markets.
Can't get enough of the Birds? WOYK has you covered. Join us all season on Mondays at 6 for the Baltimore Baseball Show, hosted by award-winning Orioles and National Baseball writer Dan Connolly from BaltimoreBaseball.com. Exclusive in-depth interviews plus the latest insight and analysis on the Orioles every week. Talking baseball with the Birds, Mondays at 6. The Baltimore Baseball Show on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Hi, this is Dan Patrick. Join me weekday mornings at 9 on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Revs down 8-6. They've come back once tonight, trying to do it again. Ryan Dent will lead it off against Joe Beimel, looking for a 4-out save. Big night for Dent. Here's the first pitch of the inning, and it's a high strike call. Dent 2 for 2, a single, a double, a walk, a hit by pitch, on every time. A run, a steal earlier in the game. Beimel, who holds the hands out in front of his belt, lifts the leg, comes home, and look out, line foul off a seat on the first base side. 0-2. Dent, Franco, Tejeda, then Burgess if it gets to him. Beimel, the 40-year-old. And time asked for by his catcher, Skelton. He's from St. Mary's, Pennsylvania. Went to Duquesne before turning pro. This is the stretch, the 0-2, and missed inside as Dent flinches backward. Beimel in the majors from 2001 through 15. He first came up with his home state Pirates. Now the 1-2 swing and a foul back. Dent protects, fouling it off the top of the net. Beimel with the Pirates, Twins, Rays, Dodgers, Nats, Rockies, Pirates again, and Mariners. Now ready, another 1-2. And a drive in right center field. This one cracked deep, but back on it is Walton, and he'll make the play. Dent with another drive in the gap, but it hangs up for Walton. One down in the bottom of the ninth. But you can't argue with the way that Dent has driven the ball tonight. That's 3 that he's hit really hard.
And especially out of that number 2 hole, that gap power moving forward, I think will be really big for this lineup as a whole.
One down, here's Angel Franco, who's 1 for 3 with a walk and a run. If he can get on, Tejeda would be the tying run, who hit a slam in the 5th. First pitch, fastball, it's over for a strike. Beimel, an 18th round pick of the Pirates in '98. He was in the bigs from 0-1 through 15. Here's the 0-1 pitch, and a swing and a foul back over the roof. Now he's got the jump on Franco. Rebs with a couple really good swings off Beinel. The ball that Guzman hit just foul, and then the liner from Dent, but so far nothing to show from it. Here's the 0-2, and a swing and a tap foul. Out early on that changeup, but able to reach it and stay alive.
And that changeup's really been his go-to pitch so far tonight.
Now another 0-2, and a swing and a foul back. Now Franco hanging tough. That fastball at 89. Now Beinel slowing it down, speeding it up. Remains 0-2. And the pitch missed away, another changeup. So change to fastball to change. Does he go fastball again? He's ahead in the count, so maybe not. Here's the 1-2. And a swing and a line drive hit well in left. Bierfeld back, that's over his head. Off the arch nemesis, Franco trying for two, the throw beats him. He tries to dive around it, and he's tagged out. He tried to stretch it into a double. The Rebs would have had the tying run coming to the plate, and Bierfeld got the carom straight off the Martins chip sign and threw a strike that beat him by quite a bit at second base. And the Rebs down to their final out.
And that play really has nothing to do with whether it was a close play at second or whether he was out by a mile. His run means nothing in that situation. It's the run behind him, and he has to know that.
And now the Rebs with Tejeda just trying to keep the game alive. 3 hard hit balls off Beinel, but they are down to their final out with the bases empty. And the first pitch to Tejeda, it is over for a strike, a two-seamer. Tejeda 1 for 4 with the grand slam in the 5th. But New Britain came right back with 3 the next inning, and it has been all zeros ever since. 8-6 New Britain. Here's the 0-1. And a swing and a chopper to first. Short hop pick. Griffin, he'll take it to the bag, and that's it. Joe Beinel, a 4-out save. New Britain takes the first 2 in York. They win the night 8-6. Stay tuned. Post-game show follows next.
Hey, man, I know how you feel. That guy down the street, the one with the fancy lawn, those weekend get-togethers, the big family barbecues, and the barefoot kids and wife outside working on her tan. Hey, it's no secret. Greener on that side of the fence. It's Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. Greener grass on your side of the fence is just a quick phone call away. For world-class care right in your backyard, call Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care, 717-292-9994.
At Life Path Christian Ministries, members of our community come to us in need of support systems. We serve the single mother with 3 kids who needs a place to stabilize, the teenager whose mom and dad are working 2 jobs and are not home at night, the young man who never found the right family to love and care for him as he was passed through the foster care system, the Iraq War veteran who was dishonorably discharged and still struggles to break free from alcohol. Although each of these situations is different, the common thread that runs within them is the unmet need. Through love and understanding, and with the support of people like you, Life Path Christian Ministries is able to meet those needs every day. For more information on how you too can make an impact, visit online at lifepathyork.org or give us a call at 717-845-7662. Again, that's 845-7662.
Your teams all the time. Your only place for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
Much more entertaining game tonight, no shortage of that, but it does not go the Revs' way once again. They fall to New Britain 8-6. Is your final. Darrell Henry back with you as we welcome you to the post game. Bees improved to 12-20. They've won 3 in a row. The Revs fall to 12-20, and after winning 3 out of 4, they have now dropped 3 in a row, and the struggles at home continue, which might be the most frustrating thing of all. We recap things tonight, and York with an early lead. Michael Burgess a home run to right field in the bottom of the second inning, and that was followed by a Travis Witherspoon single. And then with 2 outs in the inning, Jared Mitchell an infield hit, and he stole second after Robinson had made it to third, so they had second and third with 2 outs, and Constanza hit the ball hard to left, but Bierfeld was there to track it down toward the corner, and the Revs would have to settle for the 1-0 lead through 2. In the third inning, they had a pair of leadoff singles with Dent and Franco, but unable to do anything with that, as Eric Fornatero, the starter, got a double play, and then another deep line-out to end an inning, that time off the bat of Burgess. So it remained 1-0 through 3. Tyrell Harris was dealing early in this game, and after striking out Jovan Rosa to begin the 4th inning, he had gone 3 1/3 scoreless with 6 strikeouts, and looked like he was going to dominate the night, but things took a turn for the worse. Craig Maddox an infield hit, and then Connor Bierfeld hit by a pitch. John Griffin followed with a seed just over Franco's glove at second and into right center, and that went for an RBI double, tying the game at 1.